The battle for the mind of North America will be fought in the video arena, the Videodrome. The television screen is the retina of the mind's eye. Therefore, the television screen is part of the physical structure of the brain. Therefore, whatever appears on the television screen emerges as raw experience for those who watch it. Therefore, television is reality, and reality is less than television. That the growth in my head, this one, right here, I think that it is not really a tumor, not an uncontrolled, undirected little bubbling pot of flesh, but that it is, in fact, a new organ, a new part of the brain. I think that massive doses of Videodrome signal will ultimately create a new outgrowth of the human brain, which will produce and control hallucination to the point that it will change human reality. After all, there is nothing real outside our perception of reality, is there? You can see that, can't you?
Hello everybody, welcome to Nick the Rat Radio. I am Nick the Rat, and we are up to episode 230 of this amazing podcast coming to you live from the sewers of Brooklyn, New York. I forgot to get, sometimes your brain forgets stuff. You just start to, things just drip out. You just lose it. It's there, and then it's not there. And you can't explain it. Like, you lose stuff all the time. Or you misplace something, and it's like sitting right in front of you, but you just don't see it. It's like a fucking black spot in your brain. This got me thinking about the brain a lot, and if I could just clean it, maybe smooth my brain out, maybe like nice smooth brain would be really nice. And I just got I went down this whole path of brainwashing and stuff. So we're gonna be discussing thoughts, memories, false memories, real false memories, false real memories, and brainwashing, MK Ultra, CIA. We're gonna be discussing a lot of stuff tonight. It's gonna be really interesting. We're gonna listen to a lot of clips of things that are gonna expand your mind tonight. We're gonna try to break down walls. We're gonna try to make it so you can't be brainwashed, but at the same time, you're gonna have to realize that you've already been brainwashed. You might be being brainwashed right now. I might have a pattern of maybe stars or celestial bodies in a certain pattern to make you do certain things that you don't even know you're going to be doing. You might not even know what I'm talking about, which is fine. This is day 569. I don't even know how long I've been down here in the sewer, pretty much by myself. There's that one scientist came around. He came along, and he left. I don't know where he went. He got scared and threw me and kicked me and all that shit. So I don't know where Zindu is still. I got a text message from him, but I don't know. Let's open up a beer. Or if you don't have a beer, open up a water. Water's good for you. The body craves water. It's what the body craves. Water. Not Brando. Electrolytes aren't going to save you today. Oh, I can't put that over there. If I put my beer down over here, you get that. Does that sound nice in your head? Maybe I'm sending you messages through my beer can. Did you get it? The message is, turn off this podcast. How are you listening to this No, I'm joking. Stay tuned in. Because if you don't learn something, at least you're going to come away with some of the best new music that people are just giving away. Because part of the whole Nick the Rat Radio experiment is is culturally expanding people's mind with as much free stuff as I could possibly stick into your ear. So I like to take artist work and reuse it for free. But I give credit and all that stuff, so it's not like I'm just stealing it. Jeez, giving people credit where it's due. We also have a phone line. We're gonna have that open up a little bit later. We're gonna have people calling in. We might have an expert on MK Ultra calling. I tried to book them, but I don't have anybody to like work through, so I couldn't even get in touch with them. I don't know if they're gonna call, but we might have a MK Ultra scientist call in, who's gonna really just blow your mind with a lot of interesting facts. But they might not even call, so I shouldn't even have said that. I shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't tease if you can't please. I guess. But we do have music. We have voicemails. Looks like we have a lot of voicemails from a couple of very overstimulated callers. I don't know. Also, Gas Blast. If you want to send me a Gas Blast, email nick@nicktherat.com and put Gas Blast up in the fucking title, and I'll read it live for millions of listeners. Millions of listeners are listening right now. It's part of the brainwashing, which I'm going to explain. I'm going to explain that as well. I'm going to explain how everything is everything. Also, another very important, very important piece of news is Nick the Rat now has a P.O. box. Not a P.O.O. box, so do not send me shit, please. It is a P.O. box. You could find the address if you're not listening. If you go to my Nick the Rat Radio or nicktherat.com and click social, you'll see a place to send physical mail. That's Nick the Rat at P.O. Box 90549, Brooklyn, New York 11209. It's true. I haven't tested it out yet. I've sent myself something. I haven't gotten it yet, though. I'm going to check it like every Saturday. POS box for sending shit. It's not a piece of shit box. It is actually a very small box, though. It's a very tight, slim box. Just how Mama used to make them back in the day. But yeah, if you want to send me a physical letter or I don't know, anything, I guess, because even if it's bigger than a letter, they'll hold it behind the counter. Nick the Rat at P.O. Box 90549. It's 90549. Brooklyn, New York 11209. I think I see the mailman coming through right now. No, that's not the mailman. I think that's just a homeless person looking for something. There's nothing over there, homeless person. Scat. Don't pay rent in the sewer. Okay. Whoa. Okay. All right. Well, since I got all that out of the way, now you know how to contact me. You know how to reach out and touch Rat. You have my phone number. You have my email address. You have a way to physically touch me now. It's going to be a good show. It's going to be a good show. We're going to talk about brainwashing. But first, we're going to have to listen to some more music because music will actually help you brain rinse. If you wash, you rinse, and then dry. I think music is kind of like a rinsing. It's not like a washing. It's like a rinsing. Words are the wash. Music is the rinse. Sleeping is the drying. We got Icro Daron with Nostalgia. Brain douching.
going to buy a copy of Catcher in the Rye at the airport and read it.
Damn, that song, that was a groovy ass song right there. That was let me read the screen. Derone Nostalgia Synthwave by Eco Derone. Thank you there, Eco Derone. All this music is on SoundCloud /likes/Nick the Rat or Nick the Rat /likes. You can find it. You can find it. Come on, if you can't find it, then you got problems, okay? Find it. Find it right now. Go there. Fucking hit like on that button and give that person a little boost of feel-good juice. Nothing feels better than a little thumb up your ass. I mean, a like or a favorite, you know. So brainwashing is really, you know, we should always start off by just reading the Wikipedia, because Wikipedia itself is a kind of like a brainwash machine itself. You can't rely on Wikipedia because Wikipedia is a bunch of regular Joes putting words up on the screen. Okay, so from Wikipedia, it says brainwashing, also known as mind control, menticide, coercive persuasion, thought control, thought reform, and re-education. That just covers up a lot of stuff. Is the concept that the human mind can be altered or controlled by certain physiological techniques. Psychological. Sometimes it takes you a long time to read a word. Brainwashing is said to reduce its subject's ability to think critically or independently, to allow the introduction of new unwanted thoughts and ideas into their mind, as well as to change their attitudes, values, and beliefs. Okay, well, okay. This right here is opening up my own brain, because I thought maybe brainwashing was just like, okay, well, you know, like when you're a kid growing up, you don't like to, yeah, it's a really hard psycho-chico-logical. You don't like to eat your vegetables as you're growing up, but your parents are like, you gotta eat your vegetables, And one day when you get older, you start to eat your vegetables. Now, is that brainwashing? Could be. Might be. Actually, there's so much stuff that just, there's the edge. There is no edge. There is no black and white. There's only gray. It's a really weird world out there when you actually start to look at things, because once you start looking at it, you realize that when you're looking at one thing, it's actually that thing too, and both of those things might be different, but they're the same thing. Now, brainwashing is really hard, because we all know you can't really change a person's mind very easily. Actually, I'm going to give you a little insight into my own little world of brainwashing. So you could only preach to the choir. If you have a strong feeling about something, you can't tell somebody that doesn't share that feeling how you feel and expect them to change their mind. You can't be like, okay, let's go back to the kids and the vegetables thing. Hey kid, I fucking love broccoli. That shit makes my panties get moist when I see broccoli. I see the green, I think a 70s bush, I just melt in my pants. Actually, you shouldn't say that to a kid anyway, but let's take this back a step here. Let's take it back a step. So the brainwashing, what was I going to say? Oh, the preaching to the choir. There's usually two extremes to every thought. It's either they agree with you or they don't agree with you. So me personally, I don't like to give my opinion on anything. Or do I? I like to be a middleman. I like to go right down the middle. I like to just talk about the subject, but not really tell you what I think about it. Like, I didn't tell you if I thought brainwashing was real. It is. But I also didn't say that it wasn't, because it's not. See, I keep a very middle ground thought pattern to wheel in, to grasp, to fish in as many brains as possible and get them to think together and maybe expand our existence into a whole nother consciousness. I'm trying to grow our brains. I'm not trying to change your brain to work like mine. No. I don't want just a circle jerk of Nick the Rats running around. That'd get boring. But in being the middleman, you could sneak things in that might persuade somebody to try something. Like if I was like, broccoli it's green, it's a vegetable. It could taste good with butter and lemon, and you fucking steam it up or something. You throw some stuff that you bake it. You don't like steaming? You like bacon? You can bake it. You give more than just one. I might only like it one way, but you don't know how I like it. I'm not telling you how I like my broccoli moistened in my panties, but I am telling you options about how the broccoli could be done. Now, after this conversation, you might be like, you know what? Got a hankering for some fucking broccoli. Now, that might be brainwashing. That might be me brainwashing you, okay? So, is brainwashing real? I don't know. It could, yeah, why not? Or it's not. It might not be. It might, maybe if I listen to a voicemail right now, that might help persuade me to stop talking, because, dear God, you're probably sick of it by now. 917-719-5923.
Yes, this is Charles Dunham with the IRS, standing for Irrevocable Retention of Things Out of Sphincters. I got an alert there was a leaky sphincter in your area. I just wanted to offer my services to plug the leak. So, just give me a call back. Anytime.
Yeah. Hold on one second. I gotta actually fix something here. Let me just fix this really quick. Microphone is this is gonna be line 2. If I don't do this now, it's gonna be really annoying later. Ringing is gonna come through here. I don't want the ring to come through. That's E. Okay, that's good. And then the speakers, give me line 1. Default, that'll work, right? Yeah, default will work. That's fine. No, actually, I do have a line for the phone. The phone is C. C is the... Okay, hold on a second here. Bam. All right, that should do it. Let's see if it's stuck. Settings stuck. And let's try out another voicemail. 917-719-5923. And also to that last caller, I'll give you a call back and we'll discuss it later. 917-719-5923.
And hey, hello, hey, My name is Jake.
Jake?
And I thought you might be interested, but yeah, I think I know how to build a UFO, and I'll talk about it on your show. I think I found a part of one, and I seen one over Willits, California. There's actually orbs, and then there's actually a cloaked UFO, but like a big one. And the orb got close to it, and it hit it with electricity. You couldn't hear anything because I figured out it's a vacuum. That's why it looks all. But I know how to build the orbs. They're like little drones, kind of like you might see like an infrared. But anyway. Oh yeah, well I don't know. Shoot, I think the Germans were trying to work on them with Victor Schauberger. I think that's where originally.
Childburgers?
But
what?
Yeah, look it up. So yeah, he called me back. What number?
Don't give no, stop stop it. Where's
782?
No, stop no and
069.
no, we're not gonna have that. We're not gonna have that there. Okay. If you want to talk about UFOs, give me a call at 917-719-5923. I just had a brain fart. We could talk about it. Just give me a call. I'll open the phone lines in a little bit. After the next song, I'll open the phone lines. Okay. Actually, after the next song and after I do the thanks, then I'll let people talk to me. But it's very interesting because that caller actually coincides with this gas blast right here. Let me read this. Let me open up the mailbox. Nicky boy, I'm in Cali and I'm seeing a ton of lights in the sky, like a bunch. The guy was in California. He's seeing aliens. This guy's seeing aliens. If you're in the West Coast right now, please, if you could go outside and look up at the sky. If you're seeing anything in the sky, please take pictures. Send it to Nick at nicktherat.com. I would love to see them. I'll post them on my website. We'll share them. We'll get professionals. I think it's an invasion. Anyone on the West Coast can confirm this. You might want to call some cops and confirm. Well, I'm not going to call the cops, okay? Because I'm in the East Coast. I can look up through this drain pipe over here. It's cloudy looking. I don't see shit. So we're gonna listen to some more music now. We're gonna listen to another tune. We'll be back with more Nick the Rat. We're gonna listen to some more music right now. What do we got? What do we got? Scientist, where are you? Fuck. Okay, we're gonna listen to Silo with The House.
Card line is open. Call 917-719-5923. If you are calling from Scandinavia, dial 917-719-5923. East of the Rockies but south of the Adirondacks and north of Appalachia, call 917-719-5923.
I need that hot steam.
Whoops. Looks like whoa, what's going on over here? Everything's all glitchy. I'm gonna open up the phone lines in a second, everybody, but first we have to listen to a little bit of something first. We got the I got a whole bunch of like clips that might open your mind. I'd like to open your mind up. So let's try to open your mind with this clip. Maybe I could play it with nah, fuck it.
What I think, awakening really involves is a re-examination of our common sense. We've got all sorts of ideas built into us which seem unquestioned, obvious, and our speech reflects them. The commonest phrases. Face the facts, as if they were outside you. As if life was something you simply encountered as a foreigner. Face the facts. Our common sense has been rigged, you see, so that we feel strangers and aliens in this world, and this is terribly plausible, simply because it's what we're used to. That's the only reason. But when you really start questioning this, say, is that the way I have to assume life is? I know everybody does, but does that make it true? It doesn't necessarily. It ain't necessarily so. And so then as you question this basic assumption that underlies our culture, you find you get a new kind of common sense. It becomes absolutely obvious to you that you are continuous with the universe. For example, people used to believe that the people who lived in the Antipodes would fall off. And that was scary. But then when somebody sailed around the world, and we all got used to it, and now we travel around in jet planes and everything, we have no problem about feeling that the Earth is globular. None whatever. We got used to it. So in the same way, Einstein's relativity theories, the curvature of the propagation of light, that began to bother people when Einstein started talking like that. But now we're all used to it. Well, in a few years, it will be a matter of common sense to very many people that they're one with the universe. It'll be so simple. And then maybe, if that happens, we shall be in a position to handle our technology with more sense. With love instead of with hate for our environment.
What's that? Whoa, what the? Stop it, stop!
This concludes session 2 of Out of Your Mind, Essential Listening from the Alan Watts Audio Archives.
Yeah.
Our program continues with session 3.
Session 3. All right, I should clip that off there. Yeah, that's Alan Watts. He's a great person to listen to. But as he was discussing there, it's weird until it's not weird. And I think that's what happens with a lot of people's brains. They're stuck in one mode. They I don't want to bring anything up, so I'm not gonna. We'll stick with broccoli. Sometimes people are, that broccoli, that sucks. I fucking hate broccoli, and they're gonna be. And if somebody that they meet says that they like broccoli, there's an instant divide. Most people can't communicate past that. They can't say, hey, let's talk about this broccoli like adults. No, it becomes vitriolic. It becomes there's a lot of hate in the world today. I don't like it. I don't like it. I do sometimes take part in it, though. Sometimes you fall into that trap. Sometimes everybody falls into that trap. You hear something that That just doesn't sit with you. It doesn't sit with you. Now, if somebody physically does something to you, you got to stop that right there. But you know, words, they're just words. Like, and opinions are just opinions. Like, if somebody's like, "Hey, that broccoli it's fucking really good baked. I like when it gets crispy and the edges get like charcoaled and blackened and all that shit." I might be working for Big Broccoli. I'm not going to tell you about that until maybe later in the show. But you know, some people just can't control themselves. They're just like, "Oh my god, you like fucking broccoli? You fucking asshole! You're a piece of shit. Fuck you. I hope you and your family dies. I can't believe you were even born. You eat broccoli? Go. I can't look at you. I don't want to talk to you." And it's like that. It's like that. And then there's the people on the other side, the pro broccoli people. They're like, I fucking love broccoli. You don't like broccoli? Well, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck off my lawn. My lawn's made of broccoli. You're standing on that shit. Get the fuck out of here. We gotta come halfway. We gotta come halfway, people. We gotta get the tips almost touching. So there's like, and you gotta just like look at the other person's point of view. You can't just shit on their broccoli or shit on their non-broccoli right away. You gotta kind of like talk to them. But it's very hard though. It's very hard. I try to talk to. Okay, let's just say I'm on the pro broccoli side for sake of argument. I've met people on the anti-broccoli side, and it's really hard to. It's really hard to talk to somebody that has a different opinion than you. Very hard. But I think we're off topic. I don't know. I'm gonna thank some people for helping to produce the show, and then we're gonna play a song, and then we're gonna open up the phone line. We're gonna open up the phone lines right after the next song. But first, we're gonna you could donate to help the show. You could help me. Now you can even send checks to the P.O. Box. Don't do that just yet. I want to wait to see if it works completely, because I sent myself a letter. I haven't gotten it yet, but I sent it like yesterday. Just open this. It's a fresh box. It probably works. It's fine. You know, I paid for it. I got the key. Let's look at donations for this week. I don't read your name. I just do initials. I read if you put a note, and I might embellish the amount a little bit, but it's more or less, you know, whatever. And I'll read whatever's in the note. Because I love you people. Okay, let's see. Our first donation is the 420 subscription from NW. Thank you so much, NW, for that 420 subscription. Okay. And that might be it. That might be it for this week. Wait, no. Well, we got another 420 subscription from BBN. BBN. Thank you so much, BBN. Make my Twizzlers Wazzle. We also have another 420 subscription with from JB. Also, if you want your names read, just send me a message. Be like, hey, I'm JB, by the way. Say my name. Or make me say whatever you want me to say. I'm easily brainwashed. Do I have anything else here? Oh, wait, looks like one more. We have another 420 subscription from LB. Thank you so much there, LB. I also think that the Discord chat might be working again, if you know what I'm trying to say. You might pick up on what I'm putting down. I think that's all the donations this week. Thank you so much for everybody that has donated. Donated. It lets me know that there's people listening. Boy, I'm getting pretty drunk. I got beer. I got a mixed drink. I got straight up tequila. Thank you, Tunnel Rat, for that karma. Karma also makes me know that feeling good. I didn't get that yet here. I didn't get that there yet, but I'm sure it'll come in, and I'll talk about it later. Okay. I'm sorry. PayPal is the method of donations. Also, I started. Okay, it's not really me. It's the Dark Sewer Scientist started a whole other YouTube channel because basically Nick the Rat on YouTube doesn't make any money at all because sometimes there might be 3 seconds of a song that has a clip of another song in there and it gets instantly copyright striked and the money goes off to somebody else. But there's a Dark Sewer ASMR channel started up, which is all 100% completely created by the Dark Sewer Scientist, so they can't get copyright stricken. Yeah, if you like ASMR, just go there and hit subscribe. If we get to 1,000, I could make money from there too. But anyway, that's okay. Anyway. Not really about the money. It's about the art. I know the scientists enjoy doing it. Okay, well, it looks like we're going to play one song, and then we're going to get to the open lines. We're going to open the lines up, and we're going to let callers call in. So get your dialing fingers ready. And if you are the MK Ultra specialist that was going to give a call earlier, please call after the song's over, please. We got Electric Senses with song over here. What is it called? You. Or that.
are batshit insane, call 917-719-5923.
Anyway, I'm going to get this party
You know, one of the things that I've been struck very hard by a number of writers, Carl Jung obviously among them. I mean, he wrote things like Nietzsche that if you understand them, they just break you into pieces, you know. And one of the things that Jung understood and the psychoanalysts understand, it's one of the most terrifying elements of psychoanalytic thinking. It's very tightly allied with religious thinking, which is that you are not the master of your own house. There are spirits that dwell in you, within you, meaning you have a will and you can exercise a certain amount of conscious control over your being, but there are all sorts of things that occur within you that seem to be beyond your capacity to control. Your dreams, for example, that's a really good example, or your impulses, for example. You might think of those as so foreign from you that they're not even, you don't even want them to be part of you. But more subtly even, how about what you're interested in, what compels you? Like, where does that come from? Exactly. Because you can't conjure it up of your own accord, you know. So if you're a student and you're taking a difficult course, you might say to yourself, well, I need to sit down and study for 3 hours. But then you sit down and that isn't what happens. Your attention goes everywhere. And you might say, well, whose attention is it then if it goes everywhere? Because you say it's your attention. It's like, well, if it's your attention, maybe you would be able to control it. But you can't. And so then you might think, well, Jen, just exactly what the hell is controlling it? And you might say, well, it's random. Well, it better not be random. I can tell you that. That happens to some degree in schizophrenia. There's an element of randomness in that. It's not random. It's driven by the action of phenomena that I think are best considered as something like subpersonalities, although even that's only a partial description. You can't make yourself interested in something. Interest manifests itself and grips you. That's a whole different thing. And so what is it that's gripping you? And how do you conceptualize that? Is that a divine power? Well, it's divine as far as you're concerned because it grips you and you can't do anything about it. And so there's a calling in you towards what you're compelled by and what you're interested in. And sometimes that might be very dark and sometimes not. But you're compelled forward by your interest. And so the idea that what moves you away from your country and your father's house and the comforts of your childhood home is something that's beyond you and that you listen to and hearken to. That's exactly right. And you can say, well, I don't want to call that God. It's like, it doesn't matter what you call it exactly. It doesn't matter to what it is, what it's called. It still is. And if you don't listen to it, that's the other thing. If you don't listen to it, and I've been a clinician and talked to enough people now, as old as I am, to know this absolutely. If you do not listen to that thing that beckons you forward, you will pay for it like you cannot possibly imagine. You'll have everything that's terrible about life in your life and nothing about it that's good. And worse, you'll know that it was your fault and that you squandered what you could have had.
Damn. Don't squander shit, people. Eat broccoli. 917-719-5923.
By my calculations, I'll go ahead and say a rook to a e6. Your turn, bitch tits.
Oh, bitch tits. Oh, it looks like we have a caller here. Hello, caller.
Hello, Nick.
Oh my God. Is this John Goodman?
John Goodman, that's right. I'm fat as fuck and happy about it.
I like you, John Goodman. You were in that movie.
Yeah, I'm one of the few good things to come out of the state of Louisiana. That's great.
Is this John Goodman, the MK Ultra expert, or?
Oh, if I am an MK Ultra expert, I don't know yet. I haven't been activated yet.
Wait a second. Wait, this is not John Goodman, is it?
Good man. Good man. No, it's Fletcher.
Oh
It's
my God,
Fletcher.
it's John Fletcher. All right, there we go.
That's a mighty fine echo.
Well, thank you. It was a deep butthole that I had to scream into for that.
Oh, that's cool. That's whose arm that was.
Wait, is that a cat?
Oh, you heard that? Yeah, she's loud, isn't she?
I didn't know you had a cat.
I don't really. It's one that hangs outside and kills things for me.
That's fucking awesome. It's nice to have a pet that's not even your pet.
Yeah, and it's useful. It's a practical pet.
Kind of like
I mean, I pet her.
You get the joy of the petting and the joy of the kill too.
Yeah, she really lights up when she catches a mouse. Not rats though.
Oh, yeah, rats are
Don't
a little
worry.
big for cats to kill.
I know you use mice, so it's okay.
Yeah, I had to use.
You're in a lab
I had to get
or
a mouse
sewer
earlier.
lab.
Anyway, how are you doing this evening?
I'm great. Hey, did you know that broccoli is fake? It's man-made. It's not real.
But I've eaten it.
I have too, but what did I eat?
Are you trying? Wait, okay, I got what you're saying. Are you trying to tell me that broccoli, as an object, exists, but it's not really broccoli? It's like something else that's not broccoli.
No, I mean, like if you just went, out in a field, out in the wilderness or something, you wouldn't find broccoli just naturally growing out there all on its own. It needs a human intervention to make it grow. We've bred it from cabbage.
So broccoli is cabbage that had sex with a human.
Broccoli is mutated cabbage. How like in humans, if humans that are blood related, like siblings, they procreate, their kids are all derpy. It's like that with cabbage, and then you get broccoli and other shit like Brussels sprouts and cauliflower.
You're blowing my mind right here.
It blew my mind when you said broccoli, because I guess that triggered my MK Ultra, thorough washing, the power wash.
Oh my God!
And,
It all comes.
Like, broccoli's not real.
It all comes from Brassica oleracea. You get cabbage, Brussels sprouts, kohlrabi, kale, broccoli, and cauliflower. All comes from that one.
Yeah. Brassica oleracea. That broccoli. It's Italian, an Italian word, broccolo, which means flowering crest of cabbage.
Holy fucking shit!
Broccoli's no better than macaroni, man. It's fucking slave food. Bread. It probably has some trendy chemicals to keep us docile in there.
What? Oh,
no, I think it has the same kind of like sulfur type chemicals that like mustard has and horseradish.
I'm feeling a little weird right now. Can you eat Brassica oleracea? The thing it comes from? Do they sell that?
The cabbage? Yeah.
No, cabbage comes
cabbage.
from there. Cabbage comes from. It looks like the tip. If I'm reading this right. Hold on, I gotta do a search for this word over here now, because now I'm in a whole rabbit hole. Thanks, Fletcher.
I think kale is in the same species also. And you should have more kale. Have more kale.
No, kale is. I'll pass on the kale. Kale, no.
Get the kale out of here.
Get the kale out. Oh, wait, what the fuck is this? I did a search for Brassica oleracea. I'm getting spinach, carrots, onions, gingers, potato. All vegetables are fake? What is this?
Holy shit. Don't tell me all vegetables are fake, because I got to put something in my stew.
Yeah. I'm confused a lot. I'm gonna have to look into this a little bit later. Okay. Vegetables are inbred. This is
and potatoes don't come from Ireland.
They come from dwarven buttholes, don't they?
Yeah, like gaping buttholes. That's a primary source of potatoes.
Potatoes are gross. They grow like those things off of it. Ugh. Eyes.
They're like aliens. Yeah, because if you take a potato that is starting to sprout like that, you can just stick it in the ground and it'll grow more potatoes. You can do the same with onions and garlic.
Yeah, I know. You cut open the onion and you see like fucking plants growing inside of your onion, like it's own little ecosphere. It's life is weird.
It is. It's like a little globe, and you're like, I'm gonna eat this fucking planet and behold its core, which could grow another planet.
Oh Jesus Christ! This is I think you're brainwashing me here. You're lying to me. This is all lies, isn't it? This is just a form of brainwashing.
I've been lied to. I think it's all a lie. I don't even know what's real anymore.
I think we've all been lied to about these vegetables. I don't know what to think anymore. I used to like broccoli. Now I don't know if I should like it anymore.
Oh, I think you can still like it, but keep an eye on it. You know?
A potato eye? Put my potatoes in my broccoli?
Yeah. Yeah. Cut those off. Keep them in a drawer so you can keep those on your broccoli.
Oh, yeah.
I'll watch over
okay,
things
somebody
for
said
you. Make sure.
mustard earlier, and I was like, why are they saying mustard? Because it's the wild mustard plant. Apparently, all that shit comes from mustard.
Wow.
Okay. Oh, boy.
I do know that like mustard greens are pretty tasty.
Mustard's yellow. What are you talking
Especially
about? Green. What?
the greens, the leaves, the mustard leaves.
Mustard doesn't have. Mustard is yellow. It's spicy and it comes in plastic. I don't know.
It comes in a bottle and it's squeezable.
Oh God. Fletcher. Okay. I got a question for you, Fletcher. What is something that you believe in 100%?
Gravity.
All right. What if I told you gravity was not called gravity? Let's start there. What if gravity was just a word, but it's the wrong word for what you're experiencing?
Okay, well, what's the word? I mean that's what that would be my reaction would be to follow up and say, well, what is the word then? Tell me the correct term.
Okay, I'm going down the wrong path here. I'm trying to make you not believe in what we know of as grav. I'm trying to play devil's advocate to see if I could even do that for this. But okay, I do have.
Oh, okay.
Do you know how your iris flips the image? Your eye, like everything you see, gets flipped upside down.
Yes.
So gravity is not holding you on the planet; it's pushing you up against the planet. It's not a pulling force; it's a pushing force. And your eyes are just inverting the image, so you think it's pulling you towards the planet. But your eyes are the assholes here. You have assholes for eyes, and gravity's not real. It's not really gravity. It's not really pulling you down. It's actually pushing you up. Would I be able to change your mind?
Maybe that gravity's not emanating from the planet, but all the particles being drawn toward the planet are also pushing me toward the planet. There's a dog that's very upset by this conversation.
It's the CIA.
Did you hear that guy? He was like, shut the fuck up. Shut the... Jesus. He doesn't like to talk about that sort of thing. Or even hear it being
Do you still have the
discussed.
cat near you? I hope the cat didn't get in a fight.
Oh, yeah, she's cool. She's just listening.
She's like,
you know?
These guys are...
Taking it all in.
What if I told you cats are actually dogs? No, wait.
I'd buy that. With this one? Yeah, she's a fucking dog. Aren't you? She is.
Okay, well, maybe science is a little bit harder to debate or to change your opinion on something.
Okay.
I'm trying to brainwash you here. I don't know how I could brainwash you. I'm trying to think about what would be a way to do this.
Extra strength detergent. How about the star? How about UFOs? Let's say you can brainwash me into believing aliens, because I don't.
You don't
buy
believe
it.
in aliens at all?
Not like the ones where not all the images were being fed. No, I don't.
Oh, well, okay. But what about life outside of Earth? Do you think there's life outside the planet of Earth?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
well, there you go. Well,
that's highly probable.
But yeah, I can't really change your mind about like the giant gray aliens with the big eyes and shit because like I don't have any proof for that, so I can't really try to change your mind about that. It's difficult.
Okay.
It's difficult. But what if I told you that I am one of those aliens?
Gil, where'd you come from?
Planet Oktar?
Oh, go on.
What if I told you on my planet there's large-breasted women that love people named John? And that's why I thought you were John Goodman.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, that sounds oddly specific.
Life
for
is
these
sometimes...
women. Is that, how does that evolve?
Brainwashing. Basically,
so is your name really John as well?
Generations. No, I'm not. That's why I left the planet.
Okay. Couldn't dive into any of that sweet poon, so find it elsewhere. Those Earth women.
Is there anything you grew up with? Is there any things that you grew up with that you changed your mind about as you got older? Like something your parents kind of like dug into your brain and you thought it was real or was right, and then when you got older, you're like, nah, fuck that, that's not.
Yeah, well, I mean, the religion, but, you know, not everybody wants to get into that discussion. But, yeah.
That's weird. Like, religion seems to be, like, the number one thing that parents kind of try to tell kids that kids just say no to. Or drugs. Actually, drugs, too. Parents are like, don't do drugs. And then when you get older, you're like, drugs, yeah.
Oh, well, shit, yeah, there was that also. My parents were like, no, drugs are bad. They're all evil. You'll turn into a total piece of shit. And which, I mean, some drugs, yes, that's very true.
Yeah. There's some limits, but they were like all drugs are completely, you know.
Yeah, and then you know, in school when you're in a science class and they're like, hey, check this out, acetaminophen and all this shit. These are all actually drugs, and so is caffeine and nicotine. And I'm like, wait, coffee is a drug? My parents are lying.
Give me that shit.
They consume coffee all the time. And then I, discovered marijuana. And when my parents got caught, when my parents caught me smoking it, they were like, well, got to tell you about this. I'm like, oh, yeah? How do you know? Well, because we used to smoke it. Oh, what?
Well, then you guys turned out okay, and you had a great kid, so hey.
So, I mean, it can't be all bad.
Then again, like what? Like
I'm trying to think of one thing specific.
You have to lie to kids, though, right? Is that like a thing where you have to lie to kids? You can't tell kids.
Yeah, or at least bend the truth. And I understand where religion comes into that, because you can scare the shit out of people with religion, especially kids, to make them behave or behave the way you want them to.
I never understood why parents don't use religion to be like, hey, by the way, I'm God. And if you fuck with your mom or dad, then you're going to hell. Like, just make your own shit up.
If you read real deep into this verse right here, these couple of verses, see, they tell you that my word is pretty much the same as God's word. So clean your fucking room.
Bam, baby, bam, bam, boom, bam.
Bam.
Like, if you're gonna tell your kids lies, why not just go all the way?
I mean, they go pretty far to try and tell you that there's a fucking rabbit out there that shits out eggs, or that there's a dude in a magic sleigh that's dropping off presents and that kind of stuff.
Wait,
leprechauns.
Hold on one sec. Let me bring up my notes here. I got some notes. Do you think that if you're taking drugs, do you think you're more malleable to have ideas pushed upon you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Ooh. Have you ever?
I mean,
well, it does depend on the drug, I think, because like I have like if you get drunk and somebody tells you something, you might agree with it, but you're probably gonna forget it the next day. But if you're like tripping on some shrooms and somebody's like, "Oh man, like the world is moving and you're part of it, man," you might actually believe that because it's true.
oh yeah, for sure. Like, listen to the planet, dude.
You could hear it.
Listen to the planet, broccoli.
Broccoli is fucking.
But,
I can't believe this.
Yeah, and the broccoli's like, dude. But yeah, I mean, it depends. I think it depends on the drug, and then it depends on the idea. I think certain drugs can be paired with ideas, like people pair foods with wine.
True.
I mean, just look at actual brainwashing schemes by the CIA using LSD. Like, I'm sure you can imprint all sorts of fucked up ideas in people's heads with that shit.
I wasn't gonna get into this till a little bit later, but there was there's some guy that they were doing CIA drug test on, and he jumped out of a window, but the CIA might have pushed him out of the window because he was waking up to it. I'll get his name a little bit later, but also there was Kaczynski, Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber. His teacher in school pretty much brainwashed him and turned him into a psychopath.
Well, I mean, isn't that what teachers are for?
Oh no, this was a little bit deeper than that. Like, teachers are supposed to indoctrinate you into, like, you say the Pledge of Allegiance and then you report on American history and America was great. They never did anything wrong. There was no such thing as slavery. But Kaczynski, like, they actually like fucking did some crazy shit to him. I don't know exactly. I should research this a little bit more. But well, actually, personally speaking, drug use might make you like somebody more than you think you do.
Oh yeah, totally. A love potion. But I mean, alcohol makes you do that kind of shit.
I know. I'm getting drunk right now. I'm starting to think about you wearing my pantyhose.
That's funny because I was thinking about you and how soft those ears would be against my taint.
They are pretty soft. I could tickle the taint with them. I could get it right up under there. Poke them up.
Get right up in there. I saw them flopping around in excitement. But yeah, no, I mean, just drugs. It all depends.
It does depend.
The drug and then the idea, especially if that drug puts you in a state where you're half asleep and half awake.
There's also have you ever like influencers? I'm sure you might have bought a certain wine or something because actually, hold on. John C. Dvorak promoted PG Tips, a tea, and I bought a whole shitload of PG Tips because of him. That's brainwashing, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean, how much Earl Grey tea have you consumed and thought about Jean-Luc Picard?
And turns out Jean-Luc Picard's a fucking idiot, a robot. I mean, I'll never buy fucking Earl Grey again. I read an article that they want to fucking try to get like the actors on that show like awards.
What kind of award?
Like a Golden Globe or something. Like, oh, here's our argument to give these actors awards for Picard. And I was like, maybe was that like the worst award, like the you suck award? I don't know, but
yeah, like you got paid to play around in a shithole for a while award.
Yeah. I don't know where I read that, but
Congratulations, you wrote your name on a diarrhea-splattered bathroom stall award.
Should get a Razzie. That's what. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Well, there's going to be the down below decks or something like a Star Trek cartoon coming out soon. That looks pretty good.
Oh,
that might be good.
That's a raunchy title too. Star Trek Below Deck.
I hope it's a hentai.
This is what happens when the communicators turn off.
And the computer turns
the
on.
The holodeck turns on. Yeah.
That's a good porn I'd like to watch. Fletcher? I got a question for you.
Yes.
This is going to be my final question.
Are you going to activate the MK Ultra brainwashing?
Hold on.
There's probably a series of tones you have to play.
Your underwear. Send me your underwear.
Sending underwear now.
917-719-5923.
Nick. We should sing a duet. I'll go first. I don't know much, but I know I love you. And when I know that I love you, you know it's true blue.
That's 917-719-5923.
Again. Hey, this is Jake again.
Hi, Jake. From State Farm?
Yeah, you said to call in about the black holes, right? Flying around. Yeah, it looked like a black hole. With that thing, when that thing got hit with electricity, by the orb, it was a super bright orb. It looked like a freaking black hole. But it looked like it had a force field, because it lit up a different color. My friend was there. He will collaborate with that. But yeah. So anyway, I looked up electricity and Tesla coil in a vacuum. Because I was like, it's kind of a hazy.
Let's stop that voicemail. Hello, caller.
Is Tashika there?
What?
Tashika.
Shika? What's the last name?
Tashika.
Tashika's last name. What is Tashika's last name? I can find out if they're here.
What's Tashika's name? Johnson.
Is Tashika Johnson here?
Tashika Johnson.
Tashika Johnson. Anybody? Any Tashika Johnson? Tashika Johnson, are you here? Hold on, let me check under the table over here.
She came with Nick.
No, I'm sorry. There's no Tashika Johnson here. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Hi, is this Tashika Johnson?
No, this is Jake.
Oh, hi, Jake. This is from State Farm?
Yes, this is Jake from State Farm. We're in khakis.
How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. I thought I would talk about some UFOs.
I would love to talk about UFOs.
Has anybody heard of repulsing?
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 Reposing? I never heard of that.
Basically, yeah, it's a UFO, but it sucks itself into itself. So it sucks itself into itself. Yeah.
Reposing UFO, sucking. I'm gonna look up sucking UFO. UFO sucking UFO.
Yeah, it's a it repulses instead of propelling itself. It repulses itself. Repulsive
UFOs sucking itself off. Let me do a quick Google search for this. Hold on. Repulsive self-sucking UFO. Whoa! Oh my God! Yeah. No, I had never seen that before.
Yeah, there's small orbs that are drones basically, and then there's big spaceships up there that are watching us all the time.
Well, why
and
wouldn't
sometimes
they
they come up on a. Yeah, they're up there all the time.
It's like if you come to a planet that has life on it, you're a superior being. You're just gonna put like satellites around there and just watch them.
Yeah, like the Black Knight satellite.
Now,
you ever heard of that?
The Black Knight satellite. Actually, I did hear about that. That's that big thing that they found floating around the planet.
Yeah,
actually,
in retrograde orbit.
I have heard about that. But do you think that they're broadcasting this to the alien civilization so they could watch us on TV? It's like
I hope so.
Alien Truman Show.
I hope so, because this is about the most quality entertainment. This is probably the quintessence of American entertainment.
Oh man, and they could probably zoom in and watch baseball games for free and shit.
Yeah, they can probably zoom in and just pick up your heat signature even in the sewer, I imagine.
Yeah, they could probably zoom in and look at your broccoli.
You ever think when you're jerking off on to Pornhub that they're looking at you doing that? Kind of like.
Actually, that's exactly what I get off to, my friend. I love to when I'm sitting there and I'm just getting at it. I'm like, wow. I'm sure there's probably a quidlop on planet watching me do this, and that's my kink right there.
They probably are. I like to put a little piece of tape over the camera when I jerk off, just in case they're spying on me from up there.
If they're watching you from the ceiling, you gotta put tinfoil all over your roof to block the heat.
I was thinking about that. Well, you could just make a little jerk off hut, out of a tent and just wrap it in tinfoil so that way nobody can spot the aliens can't spy on you,
Have you ever seen the movie Predator?
With Oprah Winfrey?
No. Maybe she was in, I don't know. But either way, the best way to jerk off and not be detected by aliens is probably to do it face down in mud.
Was that in Predator?
Well, yeah, because they see the heat. The aliens see heat, and if you're covered in mud, it blocks the heat because mud is.
That's a good point.
Mud's made of broccoli.
That's a good point.
So if you go face down in a.
Yeah, that might work. But anyway, I mean,
lube too.
I found I don't know about that. This escalated too quickly. But anyway, about the UFOs, that video where you see it was kind of swirling. It was kind of going back and forth a little bit. You know how they do that? Because they create a wind tunnel, and that's how they defy gravity. Because you ever see a tornado, how it can pick up houses and just throw them around. Well, that's the same thing, except it creates a wind tunnel and it sits in the middle of that wind tunnel, and that's why I kind of see it kind of moving and rotating. The same thing, except it creates a wind tunnel and it sits in the middle of that wind tunnel, and that's why I kind of see it kind of moving and rotating.
What the hell is going on here? Oh, I see what's going on here. Sorry about that. Caller?
Yeah, I'm still here.
What are you wearing right now?
I'm wearing some jogger pants I got from Walmart that says King of Beers. It's a Budweiser.
I can't jerk off to no joggers right now. Jeez, we're going to listen to some more music. We'll be back with more Nick the Rat Radio right after this. I hope you stay tuned in. We got LSC with Lost Radians. Be ready. Jerk and jog. New Olympic sport.
You call that a penis? Jesus Christ, alright, well.
In the morning to Nick the rat who
Everything's weird. Why is he cutting off? Where's the broccoli? Oh, there it is.
The function of a performing philosopher is not to try to sell you on any brand name of philosophy. I have no dogma. I have no favorite cause here. I have one cause, and that's the goal of a performing philosopher, is to encourage you and inspire you and empower you, to the extent I can, to think for yourself and question authority. Now, the way I'm going to try to do that tonight is I'm going to try to, it's all the language. We are, as the French semioticians tell us, we're shackled by our language. We're imprisoned by our language, by ideas. And so what I'm going to try to do is to, with as much clarity as I can summon here, zap on and to laser and to warm up and to buzz and to tickle and to stimulate the shackles of language that are tying you to any particular religion or any particular political party. Now, it is true that if you should take on this role of urging people to think for themselves and question authority, y'all can get in trouble that way. And that's part of the game, you know. Most people, see, don't want to change. Most people are doing the best they can. They've been entrapped by their parents and their language and by the language of their society. They don't, you know, and they're discouraged from thinking for yourself. That's the key. How many of us in our growing years were encouraged to think for ourselves and question authority and come out with new ideas? You know, the aim of the game, until Dr. Spock came along in 1946, which created the 60s, by the way. Dr. Spock was the first person that told parents, hey, your job is to teach your kids to be individuals and to encourage your kids to be individuals and to treat your kids as individuals. Oh, jeez. When he said that, that's the most subversive statement you can make. Talk about anarchy. Forget it. When you teach kids to be individuals, you're undercutting every religion and every organization and every political dogmatic system through world history. It doesn't matter whether you're left, right, Christian, Jewish, Mormon, everybody who had an organization agreed you had to take kids and get them to line. The kids are little wogs, little animals. You got to get them with a carrot and a whip. You got to get them to conform and join the pack. At this moment in world history, as we leave the industrial society and move on to the post-industrial society, it's not only your pleasure to think for yourself, it's your duty. You've got to think for yourself in the information age.
Agreed. I think the phone lines are still open here. I'm not sure. Let me check. Check this here phone line. It looks like well, we got a lot of voicemail here. 917-719-5923.
Hey, Nick. I just want to call and regale you of a story.
Ooh.
Now, this all happened down in Macomb, Louisiana. Now, Miss D up on the hill, she had a walnut tree in front of her yard. And this is the story of the rat, fox, squirrel. Well, Miss D would always harvest her walnuts and put them in a basket on her front porch. Well, this here rabbit, fox, squirrel, Honky, was ravenous for nuts and would always be taking these nuts and cramming them down in his throat and really showing out and whatnot. So I brought some of my nuts over, some of my nuts from a walnut tree, and they're a little larger than usual. So a rabbit, fox, squirrel, some bitch Honky, he takes them nuts and he puts them in his mouth, and oh Lord, he's having a good old time until he finds out he's choking. So he wasn't choking on nuts; they were mine. I miss that old squirrel. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I used to have a squirrel that used to come down to the sewer, and I'd leave some nuts out for him. And then sooner or later, it was more than just one squirrel. It was like his whole fucking family. I used to call him Carl. So if you ever hear me screaming Carl out, I'm talking to squirrels. So it was nice. It was like every morning there'd be Carl would be at the sewer grate. And I'd put some nuts out there for him, but if you leave your grate open, not only will Carl eat your nuts, he'll come into your domicile and hide your nuts around it. And I was finding nuts in the couch and in the dresser. I was like, wow, Carl is, he's really spreading these nuts around. And then I got a complaint because apparently Carl and his family went to... We're going to interrupt this story for Carl. Carler. Hello, Carler. Caller?
I have something very important to tell you.
Is this the CIA?
Are you ready? Oh. God, that's rude.
I'm sorry. Let me get ready. Hold on. I'm ready.
I totally made broccoli today.
Wait. So it's not real? You're the one that's making this shit? You're the broccoli queen?
Yeah, I'll take it. Gotta be a queen of something. Broccoli's healthy.
Is it really healthy though? Because it's not real. Apparently it's fake. I found this out today. I can't even believe this.
Well, I mean, it's just a, it's like any other evolution, except it was just encouraged by people. Really. It's just, years of breeding and swapping and pollinating, and from mustard plants to all these other things. I don't know. I don't find anything.
It's weird too because they call it a broccoli flower, right? Like that fucking weird part is the flower of the broccoli. They say, but it's not a flower. Is it? Did they say that, or am I just pulling this out of my ass?
Yeah, I think broccoli is technically a flower. If you look closely, they look like tiny little closed flower buds. Like
I've never
flower.
seen bees sticking their shit in, broccoli. I don't. Florets. They're florets. I'm getting. We got a great chat room here. They're calling it. It's not a flower. It's florets, which apparently I don't know what the fuck that means anyway.
Oh.
That's like a flower that does high kicks on Broadway.
That's good. That's good. Man, you guys getting super philosophical about reality and stuff, and trying to persuade people. A lot of persuasion talk, a lot of interesting persuasion talk. Have you ever heard of persuasion?
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Is that?
Who is it? Cialdini? I think Cialdini. He wrote a book about persuasion. Let me verify. I'm probably totally getting that.
That sounds disgusting, by the way.
Yeah.
Because persuasion kind of sounds like you're sweating.
Persuasion. It is Cialdini. Wow, holy shit, I got it right. Damn.
You're
My memory's not
smarter
so bad.
than you think you are. That's
good.
That's good. So it's persuasion.
Now if that makes me money.
Expand.
Well, okay, so what's interesting is, so we've got persuasion, which is the...
When you sweat.
Yeah, sure. Sometimes you sweat if you're trying to persuade someone. Persuade.
Especially at a gym. You're like, lift those weights, motherfucker. You're persuading them. Yeah.
You're persuading them to perspire.
Oh, wait. Okay, wait. I think I know what it is. Before you say it, I never heard of persuasion before, but I'm going to guess persuasion's when you make somebody do something or try to get them to do it. I'm going to say persuasion is when you kind of like lube them up before you push them off the mountain.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so like, say for instance, you want to, let's say you want to take a girl on a date, right? You're out there and you're like, man, wouldn't it be nice, gosh, being with somebody to eat ice cream with and shit. God, what a nice, and you're not directly persuading them yet. You're kind of setting the stage and giving them like an image, kind of, what do they call that in sales?
I don't know, but you're a horrible pickup artist. I don't think you could go up to any girl and be like, man, ooh, ice cream's good. And then be like, you get a date later out of that. That's, if you could, I don't know, you're working magic.
I don't know.
I don't know. Actually, you know what? I take that back. I think girls love ice cream.
Yeah, they do actually. It's really easy to actually. Anyway, so
Been going about this all wrong this entire time. I'm always like, oh, ice cream. I'm just gonna look like a dork. No. She'll be like, oh yeah, give me that fucking ice cream. Give me that cream right now.
Yeah. But then it got me thinking, you know, like with this persuasion stuff.
Yeah.
There must be must be like a subliminal persuasion going on before you know when you're, I don't want to call it indoctrinated into this reality, but essentially it is. I'm wondering if there's like there's got to be like a subconscious persuasion that goes on before people actually start integrating you into their culture. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm really having trouble getting this into words.
There's instincts. Would that be like an instinct, maybe? Like, because you're programmed to do stuff just because you're alive. Like your heart beats, you breathe.
Right.
You weren't really told to do that. You just started doing that shit because if you didn't, you'd be dead. Okay. Like you can't kill everybody you see, because then you'd not live very long. Babies don't go around killing people.
They want to, though.
Maybe they do. I don't know if I'm helping your point or just confusing you.
You're confusing me, but that's okay. I don't know. I think I probably need to get high so that I can explain it better. Because when you're sober, it's that fluidity thing, right? There's different connections that are opened up. You know, different neurons are being fired, and you're able to kind of go down a rabbit hole. Whereas when you're sober, you're in this kind of concrete state of mind. You're in your, you know, autonomous, you know, programming mode, where you know you say the things that you've trained yourself to say, and you do the things you've trained yourself to do. You know, things that are acceptable that by society, you know, socially acceptable type of, you know, I'm trying to say.
So would drugs
when
persuade you to open your mind? Are drugs like a persuasion?
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, okay, yeah, I like that. Yeah, definitely. You know, it's kind of like you're kind of ripping open the canvas a little bit, right? You can kind of, yeah.
This is the thing that confuses me about the war on drugs, because there's a lot of legal drugs that open people up for persuasion, but there's tons of. Oh, never mind. I figured it out while I was saying it. I was trying to make an argument for like weed, because like if there was commercials for weed, people would be smoking dope constantly. But the thing is that you can make dope in your backyard. You can't make any other type of like prescribed drug in your backyard unless you got test tubes and beakers.
Got your chemistry.
You kind of need beakers and stuff.
Yeah, you need specific environment. Yeah, well, I mean, there's, yeah, I mean, most of the good drugs are usually pretty natural.
Oh, you could, okay. Well, you got somebody talking about poppies and the heroin, but you can't just wait. Really, poppy seed tea fucks you up? I don't know about that.
I don't know. I've never heard that.
Never heard that either. But also, you know, poppies will get you fucking thrown into lockdown.
Yeah, it's funny because it's only like one specific species of poppy that actually creates the psychotropic effect. You know what I'm saying? Anywho.
Caller, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Have you ever had your pentagram changed? Have you ever had a point of view of that you held strongly alter? Paragram? I don't know that word. But did you ever have a shift in a thought processor that you thought was like, wow, I can't believe I actually think this now, and change from what I used to think?
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually happened quite a few times. Within the past decade, I've probably had quite a few. I mean, I can't believe how different I am from just 10 years ago even. It's a lot of changes in my brains as, you know, as you get older, you have more experiences and blah, blah, blah. So it's scary though, because as I get older, I realize that I'm so stupid. You know, I thought I was so smart when I was a kid. Now that I'm older, I'm like fucking stupid. So I start to get uncomfortable in my stupidity, in my vulnerability. I realize my vulnerability. You know, I understand my weaknesses now.
You should
So
find
I find it,
comfort with that though, because you could like
I go in and out of that. Sure.
when you were a kid and you're stupid, you were probably more like bullheaded, I guess. Like you kind of have like an opinion and you kind of like force it. That's probably what was happening.
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
but now
No,
that you're
I
older
was
and
kind
you're
of
like, okay, I was stupid as a kid, but now I'm not going to say anything. But now you should be able to say stuff and be like, by the way, I'm just pulling this out of my ass. I really don't care.
right.
Sort of
Yeah,
thing.
I guess it's true. Less of an ego is it does take stress off of you. You know, I don't have to sit there and act like I know everything. Now I know I'm.
Whoa.
You know, it opens you up more to learning too when you're able to say, well, no, I'm kind of stupid. Maybe I need to learn this. You know, maybe.
I'm open-minded. Are egos bad? Where do egos come from? Why did you have such a strong ego? While you like, I'm trying to figure this out with you right now because I don't have an answer. But it seems like people had egos when they were younger, and they kind of break down.
Mm-hmm.
But where did it even get built up from? Just
Well, God, I don't know. I ain't a gynecologist.
That's where egos do come from. Lego my ego.
Leo. Wow, that got deep. Damn. Okay.
Well, you know, vaginas.
You want to know how I cooked my broccoli?
I do want to know how you cook your broccoli. I have a specific way of cooking my own broccoli.
Okay, so here's what I do.
Yeah.
All right. I chop up the broccoli real good.
Chop the broccoli.
I throw it into a pan.
Yeah.
Throw it into a pan.
Yeah.
And I set the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit.
375, yeah.
And I drizzle the broccoli with olive oil.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I add a little bit of garlic powder.
Oh, yeah,
a little tiny bit of garlic powder.
Garlic powder.
And or
wait, before we go on, the garlic powder. Do you have a specific brand of garlic powder? Because I found a great brand of garlic powder that blows all of the garlic powder away that I had so far.
Shit, I don't know. I think it's Lords or something. I guess I can look real quick.
You have to try Simply Organic garlic powder.
Simply Organic.
It's called Simply Organic garlic powder. And when you open that fucking thing up, it smells like garlic. So a lot of times garlic powder kind of just smells like cardboard, sort of. It's got like that garlic thing to it, but it's not very ooh. But Simply Organic garlic powder, even though it's like kind of expensive, I'm like, this is worth it. It's like, ooh, $7 for some like a little thing of garlic powder, but it's really good. It's really
Yeah, Laurie. This guy's got a weird name. But yeah. So then, I'll just like put it in there until it gets crispy. I like the crispy. I like to get a little bit, tiny bit crispy at the top of the little florets. Like,
you crisp it up in a frying pan? You're frying it though. You're doing like a stir fry, and you get it crispy through there?
Nah, bro. No, bro.
Nah,
In
bro.
the oven.
Oh yeah, you said in a frying pan. You didn't say in the oven.
In a pan, in a baking tray. Pan.
Get your kitchenware straight, sister.
I can't, dude. See, I told you I'm stupid. Like, just shows you right there.
This is true, because you would put it on a sheet and then put it in the oven. You wouldn't put it in a pan, because you don't put pan. I guess you could put a pan in the oven, but that's silly.
I mean, you can do that.
The handle might
I hear
melt.
people do that, actually. It's too fancy for me. That I have way too much fancy.
You could put like a cast iron in the oven. You could do that.
Yeah, that's been done. That's pretty. Actually, I saw somebody make The fuck did they make?
Yeah, cast iron.
It's like some kind of bread or something. They put like cast iron in the oven. It was really good fucking bread. My God, I don't even remember that till now. But yeah, sometimes they'll throw like almond slivers and cranberries, a little bit of that too, with the broccoli. I don't know.
Have you ever had your have you ever had your taste buds change? Like, is there something you ate as a kid that you didn't like that you like now, or vice versa?
It's weird. I was just talking about that adamantly with a friend. Cottage cheese. I fucking hated cottage cheese when I was a kid, and now I eat it all the time. I don't know what is wrong with me.
Do you remember why you
delicious.
didn't like it as a kid, or were you just like, I'm a kid, I don't like this, ew?
I think I was expecting it to taste like something that it did not taste like. Like when I first saw it, I'm like, oh, this is probably really sweet and good, and it is kind of sweet, but like the chunks, I think it just put me off. I'm like, oh, this is disgusting. Chunks. I don't want these white chunks. And then now I'm an adult. I'm like, fuck, I love white chunks with raspberries. So.
No comment. But I think it's kind of like minds are to have an open mind could help a lot. But there's still some things that'll never change. But some things could change.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's strange. I think as you age, that your neurons, of course, age, and sometimes connections get flipped, just like a machine. We are walking, squishy, watery machines after all. Computers, we're squishy computers. Who says that? I think Scott Adams or somebody says something like that.
Okay, but for the brainwashing, have you ever successfully changed a person's opinion about something?
Let me think here.
And would you consider that
actually
brainwashing? Is making somebody see your point of view brainwashing, or is it just expanding their mind?
I'll be honest. I don't know if it was. Sometimes I do get a little spirited, and I don't know if it's like bullying somebody into changing, or just like they're just saying, yeah, they agree with me. It's just to shut me up. So
okay, so they might be brainwashing you into thinking that they agreed with you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it could be. But I mean, I've had calm conversations where people are like, yeah, no, I could see that, but I don't. I can see that is not necessarily convincing somebody of something. I don't know. It doesn't necessarily suggest that it's that you've gotten through to them. So I don't know. At work, sometimes we have to talk about shit, and I change the course of our projects or whatnot. But other than that,
This is actually okay.
Not really
work. That's your bosses tell you to do it a certain way, and you tell them to do it a different way. And is your way? Does it come out to be right, or?
Well, not really. There's no right way, because
there is nothing written.
When you're doing experiments and stuff, and you're trying to figure out, science is not right. Nothing's right in science. So it's one of those things where it's like, okay, well, somebody did this one time, so I was thinking maybe we could try that. And somebody else is like, no, you're stupid. That's a completely different thing than this. Why don't you do this? And then it's mostly like arguing, and then you try an experiment that fails.
I have a good question for you. All right, so with science, you're a scientist. There's science that tells you to believe one thing. Now, if you can't replicate that personally, would you believe it? Does that make sense?
No. Yeah, usually if I mean, just on a standard basis, if you can't replicate it, it's it's usually not valid. You've got to be able to replicate it quite a few times before you can actually support the idea that, this is the thing that's doing that thing.
All right, because
if that makes any sense.
I bring this up because I learned this rain dance. Okay, it's a really funky rain dance. There's a lot of arm and leg movement in it, but every time I do it, it fucking rains. I'll show it to you later. But I think that I'm onto something.
Well, I mean, I don't know. The world's weird. Who knows? Nobody knows anything, honestly.
Well, you have a science background, but is there anything that you do that's like a superstition still? Do you still have any superstitions?
Yeah, I do.
Does that discredit you as a scientist?
Maybe. I don't know. I can't wear mismatching socks anymore.
Well, because all your socks are white.
Actually, I have all different colors.
Wow.
But they have to match. If I wear my socks, they have to match. Because what I do is if I, for some reason, get behind on laundry and I wear two different socks, I'm like, fuck. I'm already persuading myself that something bad is going to happen to me that day. And then, some small incident that I overblow because I'm like, fuck, it's because I'm wearing two different colored socks. I really do this. So I come home and I'm like, fuck. And I do my laundry. And then I wear.
I got like 3 questions from there. One, do you have any solo socks that are like, okay, because you're all different colors. If you lose one sock, do you keep the other one around to see if you find the other one? Or do you have like a drawer of like solo socks?
Well, I do, because I have the hope that I'll find its mate.
So you have a hope drawer.
But I do have like, yeah.
Girl, get rid of those right away. Just fucking throw them away. And if you find the other one, get the socks are kind of, you get socks pretty cheap. But and then secondly, I'm gonna start to fucking make sure all my socks match. But all my socks are like one color, so maybe that's why I have such bad luck. I'm wearing the wrong socks together. Like they weren't manufactured at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of really cute packs of socks. I like Under Armour brand socks because they have like the black socks and then they have pink, writing on them. And I've been brainwashed to like this brand.
Who got you hooked on Under Armour? Because there's definitely was it John C. Dvorak? No, I don't think so.
Was it?
No,
I
I don't think he ever talked about Under Armour. He actually, I think they did. But usually
they did one time, and I was like, "Aha!" I felt more kinship towards them. I was like, "I like that brand too." That's weird.
When you meet a person you trust, though, and they give you their opinion on a product, you could usually trust their opinion because you trust that person. And also, it's weird because if you trust a person and they give you an opinion on a product that you don't agree with, you might stop trusting that person.
Yeah, it's weird because it's just stuff, but you attribute so much worth to stuff.
You do.
It is stuff. It's not even important, but I did that thing, important.
But it does expand your mind to let you know that this person's not always right. Like, oh, they might really like this product, and then I tried it and I thought it was shit. So you can still appreciate their opinion, but you might not go out and buy their socks right away.
Well, I don't know if I want to drink with you anymore. You like Calvin Klein. I like Under Armour. You're a dick. I don't know. I don't know if I go that far. It's interesting though because right is just not real. Because right is, it's just a product of your upbringing and your culture, and in some cultures cannibalism is correct. It is right. You must eat other people to absorb their energies. That is the right thing to do. And here, of course, it's a crime. So
when is law brainwashing us, and can we exist without being brainwashed? Like if your parents never told you you're supposed to eat, Like you need to be brainwashed. There needs to be some form of brainwashing in society for society to exist. And
Sure.
but
Sure. Yeah, I mean, that's what the Pledge of Allegiance is, for instance.
Yeah.
You know, that's brainwashing.
We
You're
could exist
literally
without
brainwashing a crowd of people. And not that it's bad. I mean, brainwashing is always attributed with something bad, and you know, there's three avenues you can go as an individual.
Yeah.
You can follow, you can lead, or you can live in a shack in the middle of the woods by yourself.
But the person that was living in the shack in the middle of the woods was brainwashed by the leaders. Oh, this is actually making me think of a George Carlin skit. I'll play that a little bit later. But do you think do you think
Uh-oh. Okay.
Do you think?
I think.
We can't know we think, though. We don't know that we're thinking.
Yeah. What if I'm just a program and this is just, people keep bringing up, it's a simulation, the likelihood this is a simulation is, and, you know, there's no free will. And, but how do they know this? Okay, so say it's a simulation.
Yeah.
And they're sentient within their simulation,
yeah.
right? And these same people say they're programmers and they're creating other simulations, right? Where does it end?
Well,
these self-aware, sentient.
McAfee actually blew my mind. I don't know if you heard that, but he said that there is no free will or fate. There just is. It's kind of like a very Bruce Lee thing. So I don't know if this is a simulation. I think there just is. There is an ising going on, and we're all ising right now. Because if this is a simulation, then that means I could jump out the window, die, and then continue back where I was, like playing Tomb Raider or something.
Well, that's your perceived. That's how you perceive a simulation works. So what if the simulation doesn't actually work that way?
Well, then it's not what I perceive it to be, and it's not what it was, what I thought it was. Like a steak comes from a cow and it tastes like steak. But if I ate steak that came not from a cow and didn't taste like steak, then I wouldn't call it steak. So it's not a stimulation. It's not a stimulation. It's not a simulation if it doesn't work like what I perceive a simulation to be. It's something else. And that something else is just, might just be the ising. It might just be the is.
You might be ising everywhere.
Is all over.
Is ising.
It's all over.
It's all over the place. Yeah. It's true. It's true. Well.
Oh, the It's True girl was indoctrinated in cults. Okay, so the next thing I was going to bring up were cults.
Uh-huh.
And do you know that It's True? That girl was a quote unquote normal before she became It's True girl. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just look up It's True. But then her aunt or something kind of was like, you had to come live with me and shave your head and become this energy monger. And the It's True girl actually has a video before she became It's True. And she was like a normal person. She's like, oh, my friends are like, oh, they were crying. They didn't want me to leave. And and she was talking normally. Yeah. And then like a week later, she's like shaved and like, oh my God, feel the energy in your horse.
Wow. Some people are just really susceptible to stuff like that.
But she is a lot more profitable after she was brainwashed. I think brainwashing could lead to success in this stimulation package.
Oh, certainly. I think that people, like Unabomber guy in the middle of the woods with, all his guns and he survives on his own, and not actually Unabomber, you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, he's not successful. I mean, he's not making a whole lot of money, I'm sure.
Everybody knows him. What is success though? Like, what is success a factor of brainwashing? Like, oh, success is this, and then you think it's that because somebody said it was.
Well, I mean, on that note, I guess it's kind of interesting that we put value into something that's not even tangible anymore.
That's true.
I mean, I guess we can turn this like money, we can turn this money and then it becomes paper, but there's no gold standard anymore. So what the fuck's it based on? Like, what am I working so hard for every day?
Well, why was gold even important? Why is salt important? Salt kept the food good, and people fucking used salt. But what matters today? What matters? What's the point?
Exactly.
God, what the fuck's the point?
Well, I mean, now you can buy drugs with toilet paper. So it changes. Things shift. Our priorities become different, just like our opinions change. Shit's weird, dude.
So society forces opinions on your personal opinion.
Yeah.
That sucks.
And then I think, so there's subsects of society called cult. Did you know that cult means hidden knowledge? Did you know that? That is the root of that word.
Hidden knowledge is like a
cult.
misnomer, though, isn't it? It's like a invisible car. No, it's a. Because if it's unknown knowledge, then it's not knowledge because it's unknown, or.
Well, it's known within a cult. It's known within a group of people.
But those people then aren't in the cult anymore because the knowledge is no longer unknown. It's known. It's just knowledge.
So
being in the cult dissolves the cult.
We're not. Oh, it's interesting. I'm involved in so a cult. The name is meant for the observer, not the member. So the outside observer, that word is relevant. Shit can.
Cult comes from till worship. Till worship.
Kill worship.
Till T-I-L-L. I don't know. I'm just reading the. I'm reading the chat over here. Secret meaning from the secret. But everything is a cult. Like I'm part of the pro broccoli people, and you're also in the same cult as me, apparently.
We're in the broccoli cult.
So everything is a fucking cult, but that makes it lose its meaning.
It could be. Does it though? I mean,
I don't know.
Maybe you're attributing more meaning to it than it was originally intended. Maybe that's all in you, man.
I'm confused.
Yeah, my brain's ready.
I'm lost.
What were we talking about?
I don't know, but this fucking podcast makes my brain hurt. That's all I could tell you.
Yeah, thanks.
Caller?
It's your fault. Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
What are you wearing? What are you wearing right now?
I'm wearing red fuzzy slippers.
This is we don't like the color red in this cult over here. We only like blue fuzzy slippers on Nick the Rat Radio. If you're gonna call me, make sure you're wearing the blue fuzzy slippers.
I'm coming to tell you that due to the toilet paper shortage, I have recently shit up my pants. So just now I will leave with my dignity now because I have shit up my pants.
Daisy, ballistic.
Jack, I have to ask.
Kill you all! I'll drive you crazy.
In the morning to you, sir. Nick the Rock.
Now, you probably noticed I don't feel about that war the way we were told we were supposed to feel about that war, the way we were ordered and instructed by the United States government to feel about that war. You see, I tell you, my mind doesn't work that way. I got this real moron thing I do. It's called thinking. And I'm not a very good American because I like to form my own opinions. I don't just roll over when I'm told to. Sad to say, most Americans just roll over on command. Not me. I have certain rules I live by. My first rule, I don't believe anything the government tells me. Nothing. Zero. Nope. Take very seriously the media or the press in this country, who in the case of the Persian Gulf War were nothing more than unpaid employees of the Department of Defense, and who most of the time function as kind of an unofficial public relations agency for the United States government. So I don't listen to them. I don't really believe in my country. And I gotta tell you folks, I don't get all choked up about yellow ribbons and American flags. Now, to balance the scale, I'd like to talk about some things that bring us together. Things that point out our similarities instead of our differences. Because that's all you ever hear about in this country is our differences. That's all the media and the politicians are ever talking about, the things that separate us, things that make us different from one another. That's the way the ruling class operates in any society. They try to divide the rest of the people. They keep the lower and the middle classes fighting with each other so that they, the rich, can run off with all the fucking money. Fairly simple thing happens to work. You know, anything different, that's what they're going to talk about. Race, religion, ethnic and national background, jobs, income, education, social status, sexuality, anything you can do, keep us fighting with each other so that they can keep going to the bank. You know how I describe the economic and social classes in this country? The upper class keeps all of the money, pays none of the taxes. The middle class pays all of the taxes, does all of the work. The poor are there just to scare the shit out of the middle class. Keep them showing up at those jobs.
Politicians know that word. They use it on you. Politicians have traditionally hidden behind three things: the flag, the Bible, and children. No child left behind. No child left behind. Oh, really? Well, it wasn't long ago you were talking about giving kids a head start. Head start? Left behind? Someone's losing fucking ground here. But there's a reason. There's a reason. There's a reason for this. There's a reason education sucks, and it's the same reason that it will never, ever, ever be fixed. It's never going to get any better. Don't look for it. Be happy with what you got. Because the owners of this country don't want that. I'm talking about the real owners now. The big, the wealthy, the real owners, the big wealthy business interests that control things and make all the important decisions. Forget the politicians. They're irrelevant. The politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land. They own and control the corporations. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate, the Congress, the state houses, the city halls. They got the judges in their back pockets, and they own all the big media news, all the big media companies. So they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear. They got you by the balls. They spend billions of dollars every year lobbying to get what they want. Well, we know what they want. They want more for themselves and less for everybody else. But I'll tell you what they don't want. They don't want a population of citizens capable of critical thinking. They don't want well-informed, well-educated people capable of critical thinking. They're not interested in that. That doesn't help them. That's against their interest. That's right. You know something? They don't want people who are smart enough to sit around the kitchen table and figure out how badly they're getting fucked by a system that threw them overboard 30 fucking years ago. They don't want that. You know what they want? They want obedient workers. Obedient workers. People who are just smart enough to run the machines and do the paperwork and just dumb enough to passively accept all these increasingly shittier jobs with the lower pay, the longer hours, the reduced benefits, the end of overtime, and the vanishing pension that disappears the minute you go to collect it. And now they're coming for your Social Security money. They want your fucking retirement money. They want it back so they can give it to their criminal friends on Wall Street. And you know something? They'll get it. They'll get it all from you sooner or later because they own this fucking place. It's a big club and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club.
The greatest form of control is where you think you're free when you're being fundamentally manipulated and dictated to. One form of dictatorship is being in a prison cell and you can see the bars and touch it. The other one is sitting in a prison cell but you can't see the bar, you think you're free.
What the human race is suffering from is mass hypnosis. We are being hypnotized by people like this. Newsreaders, politicians, teachers, lecturers.
We are in a country and in a world that is being run by unbelievably sick people. The chasm between what we're told is going on and what is really going on is absolutely enormous.
The greatest hypnotist on planet Earth is a oblong box in the corner of the room. It is constantly telling us what to believe is real.
Wow. Well, welcome back to my oblong box telling you what to believe is real. Nick the Rat Radio, everybody. I'm Nick the Rat. Welcome to the show. We have some more donations that came through. We're just going to go through them really quickly. Or really slowly. Yeah, let's go through them slow. First donation is 669. Doing just fine. This is for playing Billie Holiday on your pre-stream. Yes, there is a Nick the Rat pre-stream, usually at around 10:30-ish. On Wednesday night. I usually go on 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Things might change soon. We'll find out. But so far, we're still sticking to schedule. Thank you for playing Billie Holiday on your pre-stream. I love you lots. Good to see you. You are my rolling star. And you, sir, or ma'am, whoever you are, you know who you are. I love you. You make my laugh. You make my laugh light. Let's leave. Oh, I'm drunk. Holy crap! We got a 2420 donation. Oh, that's a two 420s. Watching the Twitch stream. And the subliminal frames you insert in there are working as I was compelled to send you some beer money. RC Mouse. Cheers to you, buddy. I'll use that money to drown my sorrows and expand my mind for sure. Thank you. And it looks like we have another. Holy crud. Holy crud. Holy crud. NB with 2200000200000. That's a monthly donation there. You might want to check that. I don't know if you're meant to click the monthly on that one. Holy camole. But I got your back if you ever need anything. The sewer chat. Got your back. It's weird. I was watching old George Carlin. And it's nothing like during his later years. It was. He'd find words and just kind of like talk about the word, how the word matches with other words. That was his whole thing. And then he kind of went and got it into politics because politics is all about words being other words. First he was like, ooh, beer cans. Why is it a beer can when it could be a beer can't? If it's empty, it's a beer can't. Or, he would just go on weird rants. That was not one of his jokes. I just fucking pulled that out of my ass. But it was very, he used to work on a kid's show as like a fucking railroad guy. It was his birthday recently. That's why talking about him. No, it's not. I talk about him every week because I love him. But, we're off topic here. Let's go back on topic. We're talking about brainwashing, MK Ultra, cults. You know what pisses me off? The serving sizes. I was enjoying an Elio's pizza. I don't know, is that Greek? Is Elio's Greek? Ellios? Elio's? Maybe it's Spanish? Okay, so Elio's Pizza. He was a conductor. Yeah. Elio's Pizza. I call it Elio's. I don't know. I used to eat it all the time, and I got one recently because, I was like, hey, why not get an Elio's Pizza? It's a two slices. It's not slices. It's like two fucking frozen chunks in a box wrapped in plastic. But the frozen chunks are split into three. So I guess the two chunks are split into 3 slices each. Now the serving size is two slices. But I don't know anybody that would eat Elio's Pizza like this. I fucking hate serving sizes on packages. I also hate how food is sold. You could buy a can of something, and I guess you just need Tupperware. You need to get the Tupperware to save it. Because they'll sell you a giant can of something, and it's like, oh, there's like 10 serving sizes in here. I only need one. I need like 1, maybe 2 serving sizes. But this can that once I open it, I can't close it, has all these serving sizes in there. Anyway, let's go back to the Elio's. Sorry, I'm getting off topic. Elio's Pizza. 2 divided into 3. Each thing, the serving size is for 2 slices, but the 2 slices, there's 3 in a chunk. So it's like, why not say a serving size is the 3? Oh, jeez. Okay. I think there's some brainwashing going on with serving sizes. If they put the ingredients in a certain way and the serving size and what they write on the packaging and the colors. See, the government used to give people LSD and stuff to make them into killers. They're like, you know what? We could get these people to kill people for us if we give them some acid. And I think at some point down the line, they were like, you know what? We could just use advertising. We don't need to give them drugs. We'll just hello, caller.
Yeah, how we doing? My name's Sal.
Sal?
Yeah, my name's Sal.
How you doing?
Salvador. Not bad, not bad. How we doing?
We're doing pretty good. We're talking about washing your brain tonight on NtR Radio.
Washing your brain?
Yeah.
What, with like the soaps?
You could use bleach, I heard if you inject it into your skull piece, you could scrub your brain clean.
Hey, listen here, buddy. That doesn't sound too safe, you know? I think you're joshing me. You can't be injecting bleach into your skull. It says not to do it on the bottle.
Caller, you're right. You know what? I'm going to stop shitting on you.
Oh,
I'm gonna
man.
stop shitting with you.
You
You're
got
right.
me, buddy.
You can't.
You got me, buddy. That was a good one, man. Sometimes, I like to wash my brain with, like, the books.
Ooh.
You sit down, light a candle, you open up one of those Playboys, and, you read the books. You read the books, and then you look at the women's. You look at the women's, and you read the books. Brainwashed, bona cleansed, sixth chakra. You know what I mean?
I usually like to read first and then look at the pictures second. Otherwise, I'll never read the words.
Yeah.
I'll just pass out.
Oh, I hear you, buddy. For me, I see a beautiful lady, and then that stimulates me, and then I read. Then I read, the periods, the commas, the paragraphs. And
I think these nudie magazines are definitely a very advanced form of brainwashing because it's showing men, I'm guessing men, maybe women too, like something they like some titties and shit. And then they put some words in there. I'm sure those words.
You're so right. But the thing is now it's kind of like the thing of the past because now they got the computer ones on the internet. And on the internet,
there's no
you
words,
could
though.
see the videos and stuff.
Yeah, but there's no words.
There's no words. There's no words unless you're watching one of the foreign ones and it translates.
Subtitles,
for you.
that's true. But they could put a lot of words into these pornos, the videos that'll brainwash us even better. I'm thinking of a new business here.
No, yeah. Honestly, you gotta cut me in on this because I got you thinking. So here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm thinking. Other ways to clean the brain. Meditation.
Ooh.
Little meditation. You know what I mean? You turn the lights off, you turn the phone off, and you sit there and quiet, and you just think. You just think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You picking up what I'm putting down here?
4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if you think of anything else but the numbers, then you restart. Then you restart the count here.
From
so
what
you're
number?
like 1,
From
2, 3, 4 cheeseburger. Oh, and the goal is you want to be able to count to 10.
Okay.
But the second you're like 1, 2, 3, 4 pony. Then you restart 1, 2, 3, 4 cheeseburger. Restart. And the second you could get to 10, that's when you want to hit up Mount Everest or something because you're Superman. You could take on the world at this point.
So what you're trying to say is pony cheeseburgers are really tasty.
I heard the Mongols, the Mongolians.
Oh, yeah.
I hear, they eat cheeseburger ponies. But
I heard they
I
ate
don't know.
chihuahuas.
Chihuahuas? Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
They had chihuahua hot dogs. They would just slap them in a bun.
That's good. That's good. The little shit dog, at least they're putting them to some use.
Hey.
I don't know what else they're good for,
They probably
Except
fed them.
for, maybe your dad disowning you because he thinks you're gay now. He thinks you're playing for the other team.
They probably fed the
even though
chihuahuas
there's nothing wrong
broccoli.
with that.
No, there's really nothing wrong with that. But the chihuahuas, they probably fed them broccoli, and then they ate the chihuahua. Maybe.
Right. So it's vegan.
Well, yeah. It all depends on what you think is. Whatever you think is whatever you think. Caller, can I ask?
Right.
Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
If somebody told you something that you didn't believe, like if I told you that I'm a space alien, would you believe that?
It's 2020, Bo. You're allowed to be anything you want. You could be a woman even though you're a man. So why can't you be a space alien?
Now,
and how would I not know? I never met you. Maybe you are a space alien.
This is true. This is true. But I think this is the problem with life today is that we're giving people way too much leeway. But like I just told you, it might be the truth, but it's either way. People are getting away with more lies these days
right.
because they don't want to. You don't want to call somebody out and say you're lying to me.
Absolutely. No, I agree with you. We need something in between the Holocaust and freedom. We need something in between here. You know what I'm saying? Picking up what I'm putting down?
No.
Let me try to rephrase it.
Okay.
So we need something between like the gulags.
Okay.
And like My Little Pony Ranch. You know what I'm saying? Like something in between.
Okay.
A little structure. And you know the problem is they're trying to end bullying here. What we need bullying, but you don't bully a stranger. You got to bully your friends.
This is true.
You don't, to better them. You can't be a yes man to your friends. Or then, then they're going to think something that they're not, and then they're going to fail at life.
Sal, by the way, I think you could fly.
What's up, Daddy?
You could probably fly.
You think I could fly?
I think you could fly.
I don't know. I applied for the Air Force, but they tell me I can't. They said because I do steroids. I'm not allowed to fly airplanes.
Let your arms flap really fast. You could fly with your own arms, my friend.
You think so?
I think you could try this. I would say.
Yeah, my mom tells me I could do anything I want, and I believe her. So, she's asleep right now. I'd maybe get a three-way call going on, cause if she said I could, then I can.
Wait, what's your mom's name?
What's my mom's name? My mom's name's Mary.
Oh fuck! I gotta. I might know who she is. I was seeing this lady named Mary that was telling me about their son named Sal, and call her?
Yeah, it's Sal again. I think we got broken up.
Oh yeah, we got a little disconnected there. I don't know who your mother is. I've never seen her naked or slept with her.
Oh, that's a shame, man, because she's got a nice set of hooters on her.
Oh, she does. They're nice.
Oh, man, she's got those, they're a little, aged, she's got, but, there's nothing wrong with a woman with, they've put in a couple miles. There's nothing wrong with that.
Sal, actually, I have a good question now. You brought up a really great question for me.
Yes, absolutely.
How do you like your knockers? Do you like them big or small?
How I like my knockers? Listen, buddy, I like them. I like them, nice natural floppers.
Nice,
you know what I mean?
Flop.
If they're dangling a little bit, so be it. A little saggy, as long as they're natural, man.
See now,
and,
where did that come from? Why do you like them? And why do you like them like that? Do you know why you like natural saggy floppers?
Well, because they say that boys are attracted to their mothers.
Oh.
Everyone falls in love with their mothers. And, my mom's got a pair, they're dangling down a little bit. She had 18 kids.
So your mom breastwashed you.
Correct.
She breastwashed you.
Well, I'm adopted.
I see.
I'm sorry, is there something funny, Tommy?
Who's the sound? The thing. Okay, well, maybe it's like Freudian. Maybe Freud was right. I usually call Freud an asshole, but maybe Freud was correct in saying that you want to have sex with your mom.
Not only do I want to, I have. Not physically, but in my head.
I might have had sex with your mom too.
Yeah. You ever been to New York?
Yeah, I live there.
Oh, do you? Oh, you probably have. You probably have, honestly. Yeah, she's been around the block. You know what I mean, Tommy?
She's got She's got like orange hairs around her nipples.
Exactly. Yeah. And then she's got that birthmark right in the middle.
God, yeah.
That looks like Texas.
Oh, it's shaped like a big fucking Texas. Oh yeah. Oh God. It was great.
Oh yeah.
I love those. She breast washed me too.
You're a funny guy, Tommy. You're a funny guy. What part of New York you from?
Down in Brooklyn.
Oh, down in Brooklyn? Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. I'm out here on Long Island.
Brooklyn's on Long Island. People in New York.
It's not.
Yeah, well, okay. See, we get in this argument. Okay, Brooklyn. You need to cross a bridge to get from Brooklyn to Manhattan or to anywhere else, right? So yeah, Brooklyn's on Long Island. Correct. Brooklyn's on it.
If we want to be technical here.
Yeah, I do.
The whole America's a Long Island.
Holy shit. Actually, you're right.
It's the longest island.
It's a fucking big island.
Wow. Let me ask you something. When you wake up in the morning, what do you eat? You like a breakfast guy? You don't eat the breakfast.
I like a couple hard boiled eggs and some pancakes.
And so do you make them in the morning or are they already ready? And then you eat the hard boiled eggs when you wake up?
I usually lay them at night and then I cook them up in the morning.
Okay. That's extremely responsible. You know what I do?
What?
I just crack the eggs open and drink them like a man because I'm not a little bitch, All
right, we're gonna hang up on that guy. That guy just fucking he deep throats eggs. We won't have that on the show. We're gonna listen to some more music on Nick the Rat Radio. We got Akarashima with Cappy again. We'll be right back with more. More Nick the Rat is coming up.
Beep. Let's see what I get on the page. Hey, Nicolette, it's Richard Claypool here. Just a little bit of info in case you care to be made aware of this. Mezcal and tequila. It's the idea of champagne and wine. So you can only call champagne champagne because it appears on the geographical location. That's the same thing. So,
yeah.
Interestingly enough, the worm that they call the agave is not really a worm. It happens to be a butterfly larvae. And apparently it hurts trees. So, from what I've been able to determine, now, take this with a grain of salt. If you get a bottle of mezcal or tequila without the, so basically, it's considered better and more pricey. Just for shits and giggles, I joined the WOW, World Order of the Worm, which cost me nothing, and I have this little pendant which has a worm on it. So, I mean, hope that helps elucidate a little bit of the bullshit around. Oh my God, I better get back and listen to your show. All right, man, love you. Bye.
World Order of the fucking Worm. What the? What? What?
Hallucinogenic drugs. Most people think of LSD, DMT, to name but a few mushrooms sometimes, if you take enough. There is one drug on this planet, methylene dioxypyrovalerone, MDPV, it's called for short, the most dangerous drug ever created. It's the drug that some years back a random stranger ate another person's face off while on that drug. Yes, that does happen from time to time. But methylene dioxypyrovalerone, MDPV, is the only drug that I'm aware of that creates tactile hallucinations. Now, if you've never had a tactile hallucination, you haven't fucking lived. I remember the first time I took MDPV. And I went to the bank to, cash a few $1,000 for a weekend. And while I was standing in line, some woman was giving me a fucking blowjob. I mean, I looked down. There was no one there. But the bitch was sucking my dick. I mean, I fucking felt it 100%. Now, you people who take a bunch of tabs of acid and go, I know what a hallucination is. No, I'm sorry. You have no fucking clue. Till you've been standing in line at the bank and some bitch is sucking your dick. And she's not there. Just saying. And thank you.
Hello, I am calling once again to tell you that once again, put on my pants. Put my pants real bad. But good news. This time I found some NtR floor socks, and how you say, clean on my butthole. Very nicely. Just side note, I hope I do not get the athlete's bunghole, because that would be very bad. That would be very bad. And I just hope I don't poop a lot of pants again. So goodbye.
Yeah, watch out for them floor socks, man. I'm telling you, if you wear the sock for like 20 minutes and then you take them off and throw them on the floor, they're good to go again. But if you were wearing them for like a week and there's germs in there, you might want to back off the floor socks a little bit, just a little bit.
Hello, Nicholas. Long time no see. By now you've seen what I've done and what I'm capable of. So, your turn.
Is that John McAfee again? 917-719-5923. We got a lot of voicemails. Let's go through them.
I was just calling in again to give you an update on my butthole. It does not have the athlete's bunghole from NtR floor socks. So that's the good news. But the bad news is I have arthritis of the bunghole. So I said, arthritis of the bunghole? And I said, yes, you have arthritis of your bunghole. He said, well, Doc, will I shit in my pants more or less? And he said, I really don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. So next week I start, physical therapy on my bunghole. And we'll go from there. And then I'll check back in and give you updates on my bunghole.
Sounds like your butthole's a balloon knot right there. It sounds like there's a balloon getting stretched out. Let's read a gas blast. Let's break away from there. Let's go to a gas blast. Nick, baby, you got the best rat chin in the business. Woo. Chewelk. Geez, there's a lot of voicemails over here. Thank you, Mr. 731. Let's try we'll get through all of them. Let's go through all of them.
Nicky, this is your mother. Why don't you ever call me?
Oh, because you're my mother.
Anyway, I was listening to your little radio show, and I just have to say I'm a little concerned. Some of these voicemails are really weird. You gotta watch out, Nicky. Okay? Okay. I'm very disappointed.
Why? Why are you disappointed? 917-719-5923.
Ooh, essay! I didn't just hear you say that the body craves water, yo! No! The body craves Brondo! It is the thirst mutilator, Holmes! Everybody knows that. You can't go around spreading disinformation, man! People will die!
Watch me.
Brondo! Fuck water, Brondo!
Who's in the background right there? Was that your mom? We got another gas blast in here. We got, hey, Nick, I've been watching a lot of TV lately, and I must admit, I'm feeling sleepy like a sheep, complicit like a kitty. I really want to get my pillow guy's pillow, pop some Ambien, and take a nap. Happy and distracted for the win. Yeah, I guess. Sure. Essay. Happy and distracted is for the win. Okay, let's go to a song. We're running real fucking late. It's already 2 o'clock. It's 11 to 12, 1 to 2. 3 hours? This is gonna be like a 3.5 hour long show. Let's speederman it up. We're gonna play another song over here. This one's called Mind by Egg Murphy.
I thought of you first. Okay, I'm out of weed completely. And I was scraping the dust resin, any possible knows what I'm talking about, the dust resin off the inside of a pipe and dumping it into another one. I made my own implement. It's a very, very sharp, pointy thing that I ground out of a piece of computer and have it in vice grips. And, alright, I cleaned the dust out, put it into the other pipe, set the implement down in my lap, and proceeded to knock over the pipe with all the dust in it, and in my rush to pick it up, stab myself with the pipe cleaner. Ain't that some shit? God. Thanks, buddy.
Okay, here we go again. This is Dr. Phil showing his ignorance today, but I've been in quarantine, so I'm spending more time on social media than normal. So I've been finding things that I have no idea what the hell they mean. Come on, guys, you need to give me a translation guide. Here's one. Simp. S-I-M-P. Now, it's like, I am a simp for Dr. Phil. I have no idea. I have no idea. This could be something really dirty or something really stupid. I don't know. I need help. Give me some help. Translation guide, please. Okay, here we go again. This is Dr. Phil showing his ignorance today, but I've been in quarantine, so I'm spending more time on social media than normal.
Hey, motherfucker.
You're building a rat ship here.
I just feel like I got drunk, and I'm not even on anything. I haven't drank anything. That is what listening to Nick the Rat will do to you.
Quantum computing, and just to summarize the article, quantum computing is bull crap.
Nick, I got a joke for you, but it has to be said in your native tongue, so here goes.
Oh, how grossly inappropriate.
Nick the Rat!
Hello? Hey, Nick. I have something interesting to bring to the show, but it doesn't have anything to do with brainwashing. So if you're into it, just say, "Oh baby," and I'll call back. All right, bye.
For sanity and hilarity, requests. He needs a plug for. He says some kind of plug for Nick the Rat.
Okay. Listen to Nick the Rat from the Sewer Wednesdays on noagendastream.com.
We can fight endlessly on the supposition that there are good guys and bad guys. And when we fight on that supposition, there is no possibility of compromise or of gentleman's agreement, as there is honor among thieves. We're all thieves, let's face it. There is a doctrine in the Jewish religion that when God created Adam, he put into him a spirit which is called the Yetzer Hara, and that means the wayward spirit, or what I call the element of irreducible rascality. And that is in us all. A little bit. It's not the whole of us. It's like just a pinch of salt in the stew. And you don't want the whole stew to be salt. But you have to have just a touch of rascality to be human. And I find it difficult to get along with people who don't know that they have it. People who come on that they're all sincere, all good, all pure, bore me to death and scare me. As they're unconscious of themselves, and therefore they suddenly do terrible things without warning, either to themselves or to others. They make promises that they're never going to fulfill because they want to talk right. And so, if I do business with someone who is not really aware that he's a rascal, I know he's impossible to do business with. He'll suddenly cheat me completely. But if I'm aware that he's a bit of a shyster, I feel comfortable. And I let him know that I am too. Then we're human. Then we can let our hair down. Then we can say, look, let's work this out. This is what I want. And I know what you want. And if we can get that clear, we can work out a reasonable agreement. We can compromise. We have a little play of give and take. But if you don't have that, you're absolutely snarled.
I heard that last joke, that joke that last caller made, and I'm thoroughly offended. I can't get my panties unwadded,
so now I'm gonna make it everybody's problem.
Okay, everybody. Okay, I don't know what the hell's going on here. This is Zindu Radio coming to you late night. This is late night Zindu. Off-world, not on Planet Oktar tonight. We're not doing the news either. There's really no news. I could go through the whole list here. Let's see the list of news. Let's see here. Animal Crossing, Star Trek, oh god, squirrels, blacklight, fucking a lot of bullshit. Nothing really good out there. It's a wasteland in the news world. I'm not coming back anytime soon. Zindu is taking a vacational break. Vacational break. Yes, all hail Zindu. Zindu. Everybody knows and loves Zindu. I don't know if it's because I got like 20 penises, all different shapes and sizes, or if I'm sleeping with the world famous Fletcher on planet Earth. Don't know. Don't care. Just know that I'm famous as fuck. Nick's talking about brainwashing. Now, if you want to talk about brainwashing, I've been watching these commercials on your television set. All right, these COVID-19 commercials, they all are the same thing. Here we go. Are you ready? Grab yourself a violin, a small one, or a really tiny piano, a small one, and start to, play them a little bit. Play like one key every 5 seconds. Dang, 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 bong, dang, bong, and whatever. And then over that, you just got to say this. You got to say this. Together. We're having a hard time, but we'll get through it. Together. And then you slap your fucking corporation name in there. Now, okay, you might think that like that's not brainwashing, but when you see 5 commercials in a row that talk about how we're together right now, even though we're forced to stay apart, there's going to be people out there that are like flipping out, fucking going crazy on you, fucking nuts. They see people together, they're going to fucking rip them apart because they know that they can't be. But we're still going to sell these Toyotas. These trying times, of course. I don't know what the hell is going on, but the commercialism and the news and all that are definitely pushing agendas onto your subconscious. It's like the government that gave up on the whole LSD and the Manchurian Candidate fucking ordeal. They're like, you know what? That shit's too hard. If we really want to poison Jimmy to go out there and blow a place, they don't even do that anymore. The population are a bunch of fucking jellyfish out there. The 6-week cycle. I don't know if you guys listen to No Agenda at all, but I think they figured this out through. Hold on, who was the guy's name? This was the Unabomber. I think this started with the Unabomber, Henry Murray. He pretty much made the 6-week cycle. He found out that if you fucking take a loser like Ted Kaczynski and you tell him he's a loser, that they'll do whatever the fuck you want him to do. They might go a little crazy, but whatever. And I think that the Henry Murray guy pretty much set up the CIA, the FBI or whatever to like go out there and just put their dick out on the line. You just throw it out like a fishing line. It's a fishing line. They don't have to get or make the killer. The killer is there. They just have to fucking ooze it out of you a little bit. Like, tickle them. Like, oh, you don't like America? Yeah, I don't like America. You don't like it. Well, let's talk about anime and hentai. Oh, you don't like America though, right? Yeah, no, I don't like. I think you're cute. I think you're smart. You're handsome, but you don't like America. No, I don't like it. Well, I'm cute and smart, so that's cool. Oh, okay. By the way, I was saying you're cute and smart. I can help you build a bomb. We're gonna blow America up. That sound cool? Yeah, fuck America. You call me cute and smart. It's kind of like it's brainwashing. It's negative reinforcement. If you see that there's an idiot out there in the street, you really should not give them bombs or guns or weaponry. You should probably ease them off that fucking branch, and maybe they could do some good for society. But no, that's not really what your government does. They like to fucking find these people and then exploit them to make them seem like they're useful. I don't fucking know. Anyway, what do we got here? We got a lot of voicemails. Let's go through them. It's getting late down in the fucking spaceship time over here. We got some more voicemail. Let's play this voicemail over here. This one looks like a good one. I'll play this voicemail right about over here. Yeah.
The system is down. The system is down. The system is down.
All right, looks like the voicemail system is down. Wait, hold on. No, it's not.
Hey, Nick the Rat. How's it going?
I don't know.
I just wanted to call to let you know that this entire staying at home shit has got me going batshit crazy. Apparently, not only me. Get this. I sit here, I work from home on another computer on the other side of the room, and I'm down in the basement. Well, there's no door to shut the cats out. Tasha comes downstairs, not once, but multiple times. Not a problem. No, this time, she hops up on the back of the chair, starts nibbling my hair.
Ooh,
No problem. She likes the mousse gel that I use on occasion. Okay, I'm used to that. Then she sticks her tongue in my ear and starts licking it. I don't mean to kink shame her, but wax? Really? What is wrong with my cat? And it's not even just Tasha. Crowley of all cats. Big, fluffy sweetheart. He has started licking the wood stove not once, not twice, 8 to 10 times a day. We'll hear this sandpaper-like sound, look over, and he's got his head stuck up in the very corner where it's got an overhang, and it's a big cast iron wood stove. And he's going away, looking at it, like he's some sort of guy going down on his girlfriend, or his mistress, or something like that. And again, not kink-shaming, but seriously, a stove. If you're going to lick something, be a dog. Lick your ass, Crowley, not the stove. As it is, we actually have to go through and repaint one section of it because of his tongue.
Ooh.
Anyhow.
Wow.
That's my fun bit for right now. And as far as cats go, never let them hop up on the back of your chair when you're in the middle of a team meeting. Shit really gets weird then. Anyhow, y'all take care. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that fun jazz, and have a good night in the sewer.
Well, I don't know how the sewer's going right now, but a chair covered with pussy sounds fucking beautiful to me. I don't know. Zindu is totally down for that. Nick probably likes some fucking soy hot dog slapped in his face or some shit. Send that to his P.O. box. That'd be funny. I heard he opened a P.O. box up. I'm gonna send him fucking soy hot dogs. Think he'll like it. Let's see what we got here. There's a lot of voicemail I intercepted. Let's play one more voicemail, then we're gonna I don't know, we're gonna do some shit over here. What are we gonna do? What is this? That sounds gross. Ugh. What? All right. Let's listen to somebody talk about mind control. This guy knows what he's talking about. Nobody else knew what they were talking about. This guy does.
And starring the mad prophet of the airways, Howard Beale.
My ears! Oh my God! Lower that shit! What the fuck?
Edward George Ruddy died today. Edward George Ruddy was the chairman of the board of the Union Broadcasting Systems, and he died at 11 o'clock this morning of a heart condition, and woe is us. We're in a lot of trouble. So, a rich little man with white hair died. What has that got to do with the price of rice, right? And why is that woe to us? Because you people and 62 million other Americans are listening to me right now. Because less than 3% of you people read books. Because less than 15% of you read newspapers. Because the only truth you know is what you get over this tube. Right now, there is an entire generation that never knew anything that didn't come out of this tube. This tube is the gospel, the ultimate revelation. This tube can make or break presidents, popes, prime ministers. This tube is the most awesome goddamn force in the whole godless world. And woe is us if it ever falls into the hands of the wrong people. And that's why woe is us that Edward George Ruddy died. Because this company is now in the hands of CCA, the Communication Corporation of America. There's a new chairman of the board, a man called Frank Hackett, sitting in Mr. Ruddy's office on the 20th floor. And when the 12th largest company in the world controls the most awesome goddamn propaganda force in the whole godless world, who knows what shit will be peddled for truth on this network? So you listen to me. Listen to me. Television is not the truth. Television is a goddamn amusement park. Television is a circus, a carnival, a traveling troupe of acrobats, storytellers, dancers, singers, jugglers, sideshow freaks, lion tamers, and football players. We're in the boredom-killing business. So if you want the truth, go to God. Go to your gurus. Go to yourselves, because that's the only place you're ever going to find any real truth. But man, you're never going to get any truth from us. We'll tell you anything you want to hear. We lie like hell. We'll tell you that Kojak always gets the killer and that nobody ever gets cancer in Archie Bunker's house. And no matter how much trouble the hero is in, don't worry, just look at your watch. At the end of the hour, he's going to win. We'll tell you any shit you want to hear. We deal in illusions, man. None of it is true. But you people sit there day after day, night after night, all ages, colors, creeds. We're all you know. You're beginning to believe the illusions we're spinning here. You're beginning to think that the tube is reality and that your own lives are unreal. You do whatever the tube tells you. You dress like the tube. You eat like the tube. You raise your children like the tube. You even think like the tube. This is mass madness, you maniacs. In God's name, you people are the real thing. We are the illusion. So turn off your television sets. Turn them off now. Turn them off right now. Turn them off and leave them off. Turn them off right in the middle of the sentence I'm speaking to you now. Turn them off.
With your feet in the air and your head on the ground. Try this trick, spin it, yeah. Your head will collapse. There's nothing in. You ask yourself, where is my mind? Where is my mind? Try this trick, spin it, yeah.
Hi, this is Jake again. The guy with the UFO parts. You know, I really like that you said that about your eyes flipping the image upside down and then gravity, because I thought I was the only one that ever thought that. Right, okay, so if it is being flipped around, then that would mean everything we learned about gravity is opposite. So we were taught all wrong, right? I mean, like, so I'm being stuck upward then, or I don't know, but I'm, you know what I mean? Though, I mean, like, what if the image is upside down and I'm being stuck down? It's are we on Hollow Earth? Is it Hollow Earth? So is it Hollow Earth? Because then the image is flipped upside down and I'm being stuck. I don't know, but good point though. This is a really good point. I would like someone to explain that further. Maybe if you could have me on your show, I could talk about some UFOs, some good UFO experiences, some UFO parts I found, some other physicists that
we could do some business.
Know about UFOs and how to build them. We can build them. A lot of the orbs that people see are actually like little drones. There's actual spaceships up there, but I don't know if I could build a spaceship. But one of those little drone things, you know, put a little,
right, this guy knows too much.
On it, you know.
Where do you live? I gotta come over and kill you. You know too much there. Let's see gas blast. I'll give you a call, baby. Let's see, gas blast just lanced a horrid boil on my front. Thought of you. Much love. Erky fucker. Okay, that's fucking weird. I think we're all at a gas blast. We're getting close to the end of the show. I'm gonna probably close it out. I think Nick passed out. I fucking he was trying to send messages to his ex-girlfriend, but he was too drunk. He sent me some pictures of him playing with his sock puppets. Fucking weirdo. 917-719-5923 is the phone number. Let's listen to some more voicemails. Let's get through this. Let's close the night out. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. That was a wasteful voicemail. Let's get one that's less wasteful.
Nick.
Yeah, that's not me.
You're fucking everything up.
Oh shit.
You gotta. You're screwing your life up like I did when I was your age.
Oh shit. Yeah. What a loser. Nick, you're a loser. Listen to that guy right there. That guy knows what he's talking about. This is our last voicemail of the night. We're gonna be back with more Zindu Radio after this.
I hear the guy from Hog Story on.
Yeah, he's fletching.
Do you ever have real callers on, or do you plan them all like that? Because I think that guy's kind of an asshole.
Whoa!
I listen to his podcast.
Yeah.
And he likes to make fun of people, which is funny, but he wasn't funny when he does it. He just sounds like an asshole.
Well, you sound like a clown.
I was like,
You're a clown caller.
you know, it's alright. He's just trying so hard, you know, like, so what? He's got to call in? Like, what? Like, why don't you have me on? I would talk about some UFOs.
Give me a call.
That's what the,
let's talk about,
and you have this
give
guy
Zindu a
on
call.
all the time, the Hog Story guy. I mean, he's just full of shit. Come on.
Whoa.
Dude,
Whoa.
come on.
Well, he is full of shit because he eats a lot of broccoli, I heard. Give a call at 917-719-5923. You could be on the show, not one of the kings of Hog Story or the queen of Hog Story. Carol gets on the show a lot too. She's awesome. She makes my third penis really, really hard. It's at least 2 inches. Fletcher, he makes them all really stiff. Anyway, let's what do we got here? I don't know how this show works. Oh, we got a clip. Okay, let's play this clip. This is Zindu playing a clip on Zindu Radio, coming to you live from outer space.
The possibility of changing consciousness was discovered in the Orient 2,500 years ago, at least. Probably it's older than that. But techniques were discovered to quiet the mind, pacify the mind, remove emotional compulsions, and these were organized into the science of yoga. As John Lilly says, yoga is the science of the East, as science is the yoga of the West. The scientific worldview grew up in the West between 1500 and 1750, largely due to mystics who were known as Hermeticists. This Hermetic scientific revolution between 1500 and 1750 saw theology as its enemy, and there was no conflict between Hermeticism and science. They were both based on experiment. Find out what happens if you do this. And they were both opposed to the authority of the church. Shortly after 1600, this began to split, and the Hermetic tradition faded into the background, and we developed for the first time in history a science that had absolutely no connection with anything except pure reason. The Hermetic tradition was that there is no such thing as pure reason. You've got to first work on your own perceiving apparatus to correct your prejudices, and the scientist is not separate from what the scientist observes. And the general yogic attitude that you are the master who makes the grass green. Western science lost that insight, and from Newton onwards, we had the idea that it doesn't matter who you are. If you follow scientific procedure, you'll find the truth. This began to break down after 1900 due to Sigmund Freud, who pointed out that even scientists are human beings and may have neuroses, and that scientific theories may be elaborate rationalizations for neuroses, and the influence of Karl Marx, who pointed out that no matter what you're theorizing about, it's a mirror of your economic status and what your economic goals are. So science began to have data to look at science itself critically. That's how intelligence increases, when intelligence looks at intelligence and criticizes intelligence. And so due to psychoanalysis and anthropology and Marxism and various other shocks, we got to the point where we could look at science and say science is the product of people. People are doing this, and their prejudices are getting into it. And it's not just enough to say, I will be objective. You've got to learn to change yourself from the inside out before you can even begin to approximate toward objectivity. How do you do that? Well, that was a hard one, and it took a while to begin to find answers to that. The big change overcame when Albert Hofmann, after accidentally ingesting LSD, went through a profound experience in 1942, which he did not put into words until 1982. It took him 40 years. Well, he was educated as a classical chemist with a classical scientific background, and assumed that there was such a thing as an objective observer and so on. So it took him 40 years to figure out what LSD meant. And in 1982, he wrote an essay on the 40th anniversary of the discovery of LSD, in which he says, the main thing I've learned from LSD is that there is no objective reality separate from us. All there are the realities that our nervous systems construct out of the signals they receive. This became obvious to others due to the things that were happening in quantum physics from 1900 on. And the doubling of knowledge between 1900 and 1950, physicists discovered that the atomic world is just not describable in terms of Aristotelian logic. For one thing, you can't describe anything on the quantum level accurately unless you include the observer in your picture. So quantum physics turned out to be saying exactly the same thing that the psychedelic revolution was saying, that there is no objective reality separate from us. All we know is the reality that we are co-creators of, the reality perceived, conceived, created, put together by our nervous systems. At this point, it becomes obvious that intelligence can be raised, consciousness can be altered. Nothing is static. All we've got to do is learn how to change our nervous systems, and we can go to wider and wider reality tunnels and bigger levels of perception and so on. And so there was a great deal of drug research, and a lot of people were getting a lot of radical ideas, and so the government made it illegal. Which is the natural thing to do if you're a politician. The last thing you want is intelligence increase. Meanwhile, there were researches in drugs the government hadn't forbidden yet, and along came XTC, and psychiatrists all over the country were curing damn near everything with it. And there was wild enthusiasm, and the 60s started to be repeated all over again, so the government made that illegal too. Meanwhile, we are learning more and more about how these various techniques work and different approaches to them. There are flotation tanks in almost every large American city now. On this tour, I have seen flotation tanks virtually every place I have gone, and that hasn't been made illegal yet. Nobody has made pranayama illegal yet because it would be impossible to enforce. Well, you just have to read a book on yoga and learn how to breathe through alternative nostrils, and you find you go into an entirely different consciousness state. Then you can go back to your ordinary consciousness, think about that state, then go back into that state and think about your ordinary consciousness, and already you're in I squared. You're in intelligence studying intelligence. You're finding out how your nervous system works. So with each decade since the 1960s, we are moving more and more to the place where we can change our nervous systems, change reality tunnels, and make bigger and bigger reality tunnels. Once you look down at your reality tunnel, whether your reality tunnel is Ohio Methodist, or New York Jewish, or Marin County hippie, or Tokyo capitalist Zen Buddhist, or Iranian Muslim fundamentalist. Once you get to the level where you're outside your reality tunnel looking down at it, you can compare reality tunnels, and then you're on a higher level of intelligence already, because you're no longer a conditioned mechanism just following the reality tunnel that was accidentally imprinted or conditioned, and you can start choosing between reality tunnels.
Oh yes, once again,
Nick the Rat!
that is interesting. But still, if I can't have Nick the Rat on my station, it's not going to be a good station. And I just don't know if Nick can handle the public airwaves.
Are you running Nick on the No Agenda stream?
Absolutely. Live, baby. Yeah. Kidding me? Even you listen to Nick the Rat. Come on.
I have listened.
Anyway, the point of the segment was, you typically would wind up by saying, "Wow, corporate media sucks. Podcasting's where it's at."
Squatch.
First, I want to thank Nick the Rat.
Motherfucker, I thought I told you one time, I'll tell you 16 times. Stop blasting that monkey bullshit up from the sewer. You trampling my HS signal down to Mexico. I can't get my slave labor coats made. I can't get my signal down there because you're trampling my motherfucking signal. I can hear that shit coming up through my...
Now, I also mentioned, too, that a fellow that has been in touch with me for an awful long time, his brother was in the CIA, or is in the CIA. He will never talk about the CIA to him. He'll never give anything away whatsoever, except one bit of advice. He said, never watch the television. Never watch the television. It's the greatest scientific indoctrination tool ever devised. Haven't you figured that out? It's changed the whole culture of nations, not just one nation. Why do you think it was mandatory that everybody in Britain give access to televisions by the government? Why do you think China is under the same program to get everyone with a TV right now? Because they love to have you entertained. Do you really think that? And India is on the same route as well right now too. Most of your ideas and your opinions and how you emulate, because you emulate things, you mimic what you see. As Charles Galton, Darwin and others have said in the past. It becomes you, you become it. And that's what's happened. It's been very, very, very successful. Never watch the television. You can't watch a movie unless you do it critically. If you watch it critically, not there to enjoy it. Remember what they say, it's your emotions that get you on. and it's interwoven all these emotional themes all through movies. You're played like a harp. And they embed ideas into you, along with the movies, and predictive programming too, so you'll accept that which is still to come. And you'll behave the same way as the characters in the movie when it comes. Oh well, what can you do? I'll just watch much music or television. Yeah. You're given a mind of your own, and you've got to use it for yourself. And believe you me, if you ever had a nation or wanted a nation, you'd have to make sure that everyone took their turn. Everyone took their turn. Just like jury duty, to go in and oversee the guys that are supposed to be taking care of everything on your behalf. It's a tight club right now. It's been like that forever, because they never intended to give you anything called democracy, or, in fact, a republic. Gangs and fraternities run the systems of the countries. That's how they're run. And under taxation, and it's true what Marx said, and it's true what Lenin said about that part of it, all wealth comes from labor. And tax is another term for labor. When they take your labor from you and give you nothing back for it, that's called stealing and slavery. Slavery, folks. But no teacher told you that, did they? Look at the
Good night, America.
You can find an old enough one, because they keep changing them too.
Thanks for listening.
From Hamish myself from Ontario, Canada, it's good night. So may your God or your gods go with you.
Stop killing animals! Rats have rights! Buy on veggies! Rats have rights!
Yeah, my nipples are hard. Oh, wait, we're still on. I gotta go. I gotta rub these nipples out. Love you guys. Bye.